Welcome to Dave's Drama Diner, episode 147, and I am your host, Devious Dave Rose. Thank you so much for tuning in. I certainly didn't expect to be doing a stream today, but here we are. And there's so much to talk about, and I'm sure a lot of people will get enraged for it. But that's not really my problem. It's a user problem. But yeah, welcome one and all. And as always, let's start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today. So we have currently 10 viewing, and we have Latino Heat in the chat, MK3 Kratos, it's Steve Callan, and this new account, Drama War 4 TikTok. I'm shaking. But again, although this is my channel, I divvy out the wrenches to those that deserve them, and it is below me to be executioner, other than with my words, which I'm quite well on. So they can certainly utilize the wrenches when they deem necessary. Yes. And we've got Ghost from the Coast in the chat. Yes. He's got a wrench, but you don't. And I don't have a wrench, which brings me to a topic that we'll be discussing. But yes, I don't have a wrench in Ken's chat, and this has always been an anomaly that both Ken and I have gone on air and explained. But there's some sort of issue with YouTube. But yeah, I can literally waltz into his live lockdown fucking voice channel for his show anytime I want, because I have that access. Now, boo-hoo to you who doesn't have that access. But Ken actually has that access with my stuff. Maybe a month ago or something. Like, I was running a show, and he just came into, like, sort of surprised me. I didn't expect him to sort of jump in the call, but, like, he has that access on my fucking server where he can literally jump into the voice call anytime he fucking wants. Because he has that elevated level of access, basically, on the Discord. And I have the same on his. So, like, boo-hoo-hoo. You know, your relationship with Ken is what you did. But meanwhile, I have a better relationship with Ken. So, again, a lot of jealousy that has been exposed in the last few days. And I decided to speak up 3 weeks at least since my last Drama Diner, and on top of that, nothing to do about Scott, and yet here comes out of the woodwork all these people saying that I'm obsessed when I've been living my life, and people who know me offline and even online will know that. And I've been showing photos of certain things and stuff. So this has happened, this blah blah blah. So they know I live a life offline, but the accusations are always really admissions of guilt. So a lot of people will say, oh, well, you're obsessed. It's like, but I haven't done anything in 3 weeks. But meanwhile, you're chasing on every word that I'm doing, and making accusations in other channels and stuff. And that fits more the definition of obsessed. Oh, it looks like he was taken out already. Let's see what he said. TikTok, I saw that one. What's the next one here? Oh, the skull. Oh, I'm shaking. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to show you a few things that were left on my video, and it's hilarious because yesterday I'm on Ken's show, and I just finished my show and shit, and then waltzed in to the fucking chat, which these guys are mad at, and I'm looking down at my phone and shit because like every minute I'm getting a fucking, well, it was not an exact minute. It was a couple of minutes between each comment, but I was getting alerts on my phone saying, "Oh, you got a comment on your video on this. You get a preview on your phone, sort of giving you a little bit of what the message was. It's like, oh, look at that name, look at that username." Look at the first few words of what they're saying and stuff, and it's like, okay, like clockwork, as Ryan likes to say, clockable. Yeah, that's a comment, obviously, that they're, addressing this. But hold on, I keep getting alerts, and it's all these different names, but it's all at the same time. And that clearly is somebody who has multiple accounts and is just logging out of one account to the other, and then, again, leaving another one, sort of talking to their self, sort of thing. And I wasn't even going to address it on Ken's show because I was there to have fun. And despite Mello hamming it up and all that sort of thing, talking over Ken, um, I enjoyed myself, and I can handle myself when it comes to Mello and stuff. So it's like, fine, Mello, whatever. I'm here just to have fun, have a good laugh. Something that Scott and all these other people, these rejects, will never have, is people that accept them for who they are and that they can comport themselves in a manner that isn't that of envious, entitled little child, lonely little boy, as his sister has told me and others. So, yeah, let's get to this, boppers. So let's look at the comments that were left on my video from yesterday. And then because apparently Scott was on Monetize is on Saturdays, but he was on Joe's stream yesterday, and I've got these timestamps and stuff that were provided to me, and I haven't heard anything about this, so I'm kind of interested myself. People have said, Dave, you should check it out, and you know what? To be honest, I love being surprised. So, again, the reaction I'm going to give is just going to be my honest reaction, as always. But like, there's no bias here. It's just like, let's hear what there is to hear. So let's do this transition here. Shout out to the 12 viewing right now. Skitty bop doo doo. There we go. Just want to make sure that we can see them. But okay, so this is my yesterday's episode 140. Oh, then I misnamed my current video. It should have been 148. All right, well, I'll fix that. Again, this is a hobby of mine. This is a joke. Again, as soon as the computer switches off, I go back to normal life. This is what these losers don't seem to understand. They think they do. I talked about this with Ryan and other people earlier. It's just that these people actually can't comprehend a life outside their own. They're just so psychologically limited. So they're thinking that, people can only do what they do. And there can't be any possibility that somebody has a life outside the internet, that they're never fucking always connected to the internet, that they can have hobbies and do things, interact with people. They just can't comprehend it. This is literally what we've seen. But okay, so let's start off with this one here. Jesse James monetized this. It's funny seeing Dave be 10 steps behind Scott for once. That's funny, for once. I've always been ahead of him. You have no life, Dave. You're talking from no knowledge, because people who know me actually get, photographic evidence of the contrary. But 10 steps behind how? Not going 3 weeks without even farting and it sounded like Scott. I haven't talked about Scott in forever. There was that one time where he was just brought up on Ken's show, so we commented on it and we moved on, and that started shit. So who's got the problem here? And then you've got this other one, Drama Wars, who was just apparently blocked in the chat, taken out by a sniper. Exactly, Jesse, exactly. That is so reassuring, Exactly, Jesse, exactly. That was 3 hours ago. That shit was fucking done. So what's the next one here? So Scott made a simple video. This is funny. Scott made a simple video with text on the screen. By the way, what they omit to say is that he was addressing Bullseye in that video. He might not have been tagged in that video, but he was tagged in the visuals. You could see it on the preview when you see it pop up on your was it your homepage, timeline, whatever, on YouTube, you see that there, and it's just like, that's a short that says this stuff about Bullseye. So, and the name, again, this is where I was telling you about earlier. So Dave, still no wrench, take Dave's call. And that's, again, you should have said takes Dave's call. Because what they're, intimating here is the fact that I could just waltz into fucking, into the call with Ken and Mello, and I don't have a wrench in the chat. But it doesn't matter. I'm on a first name basis with Ken, sort of thing. It's just like we talk normally, okay, like normal friends, right? Not obsessed losers who live on the internet. So again, there's a different sort of level of relationship that Scott could never achieve, and he got obsessed at the fact that Ken was talking about. And Ken was fantasizing. It's like, if I ever won the lottery, then I'd build this Sirius XM mansion, and we'd all live together, and we all do shows and shit like that. And that was something that rubbed Scott wrong for the longest time, which I thought was, and others thought was, hilarious. Shout out to Bam in the chat. It's the Costanza. Who gives a fuck about a wrench? Bam, Scott McKinnon. But yeah, so, all right, so we talked about that. So made a simple video with text on the screen, didn't refer to the fact that it mentioned Bullseye, to a 15-minute rant on Scott and his Christianity and boxing, and this is what you do, obsess. Okay, so that's a key word here that they keep repeating, because it is the projection that they're putting out there. Every accusation is an admission from this individual. So then, again, the same account, Dave lies. Again, Bullseye was not tagged, first of all. Nice try, manipulator, but the name was in the fucking video, right? In the preview, you'd even see it. Without even playing it, it'd be there. So that's an attempt to manipulate the actual direction of attention here. So that it's funny, again, projection, because he even uses the words that describe what he's doing. He's trying to manipulate the conversation. I mean, like, Bullseye wasn't tagged, but it was in the fucking, it was the text that you're talking about. It was like a simple video to text screen. But yeah, in the text, it fucking said Bullseye. Like, and autism and shit. Like, Extreme Shaft says a good point in the chat. Scott is a fake Christian. That is absolutely correct. He wears a cross like it is a fashion accessory and bling, and that's blasphemous, actually. All right, so the third comment from this individual who's obsessed about my lack of wrench. Remember your obsession with obituaries? Bad punctuation here. Wait until you see what we got in store for your father, weak boy. I'm shaking. I'm so shaking from what you're threatening me with, So, what do you expect? So, but just the wording as well, weak boy. That's quite comical, and also just bad punctuation. So then this snakeskin, who apparently claimed he wasn't Scott, but now apparently he does, at least through his words. You're legitimately the furthest thing from the truth. That's hilarious, because you look at my stuff from 5-6 years ago when it came to Scott, and you compare them to today, and it's the exact same thing. So I am Mr. Consistent, and I'm the closest thing to truth to these people who lie. So furthest thing from the truth, you and Danny are pathological liars. Again, this is absolute projection, because Scott did admit that he was on that show with Blue Collar Vet, I believe, from Tony's community. And he's like, yeah, I lied about that line, but everyone lies. So that's what a pathological liar would say. So, but then again, projection. So You and Danny are pathological liars with actual severe mental illness. More projection. Scott did not once do anything in regards to your father's passing, but you still want to condone people doxing families. Davy? That's hilarious. Lie after lie, after after lie after projection. Look at the individuals around you that you are hanging with and agreeing with. It's exactly why you'll never have a real family, Dave. And I have one. Laugh my ass off. So now it is. So which one is it? Is it that are you split personality where like this is one person and this is another person? Because first you're referring to Scott as a third party, and now you're saying it's you. Is it that you just can't keep track of your lies? Um, is this one of your minions trying to put you over the edge there, Scott? I mean, I'm open to that possibility. He does surround himself with people that and asks their help. Again, he wants them to do the dirty work, but oftentimes they hate him, but they just hate me more. So they're still, going to support him while going against me, but they're going to sabotage him. And we've seen this in the past, but they're going to sabotage him and just look forward to the chaos that comes from their actions. And he's been manipulated tons of times where that has happened, and he just doesn't get it. But so now it's Scott who's apparently talking. Same account. Lie after lie after projection. Look at the individuals that you surround yourself, individuals around you that you are hanging with, and agreeing that it's exactly why you'll never have a real family. That's hilarious, Dave. And I have one. You have Danny, Ryan, and a group of stalkers online as your family. You have Danny make a fake life for you with failed AI pics of my sister. And it's just like, I had nothing to do with that shit. People just decided to like, hey, that would be funny. And they started fucking running with that shit. And Danny was like, shit, I'm going to fucking use those videos and put them in a stream. And that's how that fucking thing went. I was just observing it, thinking, okay, that's fucking funny, but I'm not telling people what to do or what not to do. Like, that's on you. But as always, Scott can't handle it, and this whole idea that it sounds like he's saying like, I went to Danny, please create a fake life for me. Please use AI. Like, okay. Then there's this one, Daniel Ricks, trying to address Danny, and it says, you just once again proved to everyone that you were obsessed with Scotty. But it's funny though, it's just like you're referring to Scott in the third person, but you're attacking Danny by apparently trying to dox him using his name, which he doesn't care about because he's already said his own name online. But it's like but who's got the beef with fucking Danny, right? It's Scott. So why are you trying to make it look like it's somebody else? Like, what, Scott has all these supporters? I mean, in the Twitterverse on X, it'd be like, yeah, you're just a bot. You're just using multiple accounts to try to, retweet the same fucking message that was made by one person that controls all those bots. I mean, okay, so you once again proved to everyone that you were obsessed with Scotty. None of this has anything to do with you. He's living his life with a family, wishes you well, and this is who you are exposing yourself yet again to having no life, just like Danny, Bullseye, and Ryan. Again, those three that keep coming up. There's consistency with this. And when you notice it, it's just like, well, it obviously seems to indicate that there's just one individual involved. The next one, again, all these things were listed minutes between them. Obsessed Dave back in full force, can't help himself. It's just like, but it's been 3 weeks since I even did anything about drama, and the last time I think there was some bullfrog stuff. I don't know. It was whatever. I do this as a hobby. It's funny. It's stupid. It's funny. But obviously people get real riled up because I'm hitting the nail on the head. I'm quite truthful. And obviously then we get these obsessed comments, one after the other, minutes apart, on a stream that I just fucking did as a throwaway, I guess. I mean, come on. But shout out to the 24 viewing right now. So this last comment here, you just couldn't help yourself, eh, Dave? You just can't stay away. First of all, who are you to tell me to stay away? Like, what do you mean stay away? Like, I'm not going anywhere. I've already said that multiple times. And nothing that anyone has attempted to do against me has worked. I'm still here. I said that. I said that back in the day. You can't do anything to me. And you're never going to stop me from fucking choosing to go online. It could be Kerbals. It's been a while, but it could be Kerbals. It could be fucking talking drama because there's a lot of stupid shit going on. And I'm going to laugh. I'm going to fucking laugh. And I'm going to laugh at people on a stream. And there's nothing that people can do about it. And the sooner that people fucking accept that, the better. But as we've seen, the people don't want to accept that. But they just seem to think that they can dictate, like, oh, well, you've got to stay away. You can't even be on the internet. You can't talk about shit. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want. And there's nothing that you can do to stop me. And we've already seen this. People have tried, and they failed miserably. And I never even got a fucking pizza. I've said this in the past. That's a win that they can take away with. Because I never got a fucking free pizza. Or even a non-free pizza. I said I'd pay I even said I'd pay for a fucking pizza with anchovies. And they still never fucking did that. So I guess that's the one L you can give me, guys. Never got pizza. Dave lost there, He coaxed these people. He provided all this information to them. And, he was kind enough to at least select toppings that would work with anchovies. You don't want to just totally ruin that stuff. There's starving kids in fucking Africa. But, sun-dried tomatoes, maybe artichoke hearts. It's debatable. Regardless, I gave them the opportunity, not even a goddamn fucking pizza. How about that? Not even a fucking pizza. Shout out to Paul in the chat. But yeah, so you couldn't help yourself, Dave. Apparently I could for the last 3 weeks. And even further, because there was no talk, Scott. You just can't stay away. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Nobody gets to dictate to me. I'm here to have fun, and you can't stop it. Always trying to white knight for autistic demographic. Well, that seems to be a Scott argument. Like everyone apparently that disagrees with him is autistic, which is, again, as a champion of, people and stuff, you'd think he'd be like, oh, well, autistic people are normal people too. No, he's like, oh, well, you need to die. You should be genocided, aborted. So apparently I'm trying to white knight for autistic demographic who beg you to get involved. No, statistically, I can tell you that those that did, and they didn't beg, they just asked me or suggested to comment. Not get involved, just to comment. I'm not taking any sides, really. Only the side is truth, and more often than not, Scott's on the opposite side of that. Just like that's what I decided to do, and nobody begged me for it. And there's, statistically speaking, most of them aren't fucking autistic, or the majority, I would say, aren't autistic. So yeah, you're just trying to. I don't think this is a projection at this point, but this is sort of a denigrating term in an attempt to sort of cast a foul light on certain people and therefore use that to apply to the majority. I can't remember what that logical fallacy is called, but that's the essence of it, and it's sad. But yeah, we're dealing with stupid people. So yeah, I'm trying to white knight for an autistic demographic. High fucking hilarious. And that obviously goes to show the obsession, right? Absolute obsession. And one after the other. Like, look at these times here. Look at these fucking times. And obviously, got to edit it because they're retarded. But like one after the fucking other, right? But it just goes to show you who's living in whose head. And like I said, I didn't plan to go live. There's no time limit, as always, but I still have a few other things to do today. But I'm on vacation, so I could make videos anytime I fucking want, for as long as I fucking want, and there's nobody that can stop me. So there's that. All right, so where are we gonna go? Oh, we're gonna go to Joe's show. I just rhymed. How about that? So Joe Cronin's show. This is because again, I'm curious as to see, because I've been told, oh, you got to hear what Scott said, blah blah blah, on this, on monetize this, and then it's like, okay, cool. Enough people are starting to say, and I'm curious what's coming out of the horse's mouth, because then it sort of excludes anyone from saying, oh, he took things out of context, blah blah. It's like, no, seriously, I haven't heard this shit. I'm certainly going to be surprised because I don't even know what's said, but I expect to be entertained. Hold on, before we continue, shout out to Jay Diz in the chat. He's throwing his sports rivalry in the chat. That's crazy. Another guy that was called that he wasn't black. He's got accused Jay Diz of, and other things like that. But let me get to this the notes that I can see here. Time 1 hour and 14 minutes 40 seconds of yesterday's episode. Let us hear it. 1 hour 14. 1 hour 14. Skibbity bop. Shooby doo doo. Again, I was told that Scott didn't speak kindly of YR, which is, I'm interested because, again, YR has been throwing those Keith bucks around, and also some people have said that Joe must be so desperate to have Scott on there that it must be bad. So it's like, wow, maybe let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. Nope. Gotta unmute it now, don't I?
Monitoring shit, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you know how much stuff I've fixed in this house, and I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, it's crazy. That's just what you do. Fucking Scott.
What about the water bill, though, Joe? Did you fix the water bill?
Oh my God, it really is Scott. I can't believe this.
Okay, so this apparently he starts up. We have Bullfrog pretending he doesn't know who's on there.
Where the fuck did
Bullfrog,
you come
it's
from?
your favorite.
Oh my God, bro,
dude.
this is really him. What the fuck?
Bro,
Look, can he waltz into your chat too? I mean, into your voice chat? I thought people had to be pulled in there.
yeah.
Where have you been? I thought you
All that witchcraft that Bullfrog did in his room brought me back.
Oh my God, dude. Joe,
Wow.
oh
Resurrected
my
me,
God.
Bullfrog.
This is crazy. Is this because I have
Oh my God,
YR?
it's
I have YR on, and this is what's happening. A return here.
No,
Oh my
this is just
God.
an AI version. I'm not the real thing.
Oh, well, because I'll tell you, man. A long time ago, Danny hasn't been on the show in a long time, but when he was on the show, he did a fucking great impersonation of you. It was fucking
Danny
crazy.
does have a good impression of him.
So I thought
Yeah.
maybe it was. Actually thought maybe it was Danny, but and even he isn't here anymore either. But
Shut up.
I was like,
he can
yo,
see the fucking username in Discord.
Danny's
Shut up.
back. He created a new name since he's blocked.
It's funny because Danny is back, actually.
Well, he's not back because he's
Well,
blocked.
he's posting my.
Okay, well, adjustments to what I was saying. Apparently, according to the ghost in the chat, it's an open Discord now, Dave. Okay, and that sounds like a lawsuit to me, but okay.
Sister again. So he's pretty much back, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't really.
Yeah.
Like I said, like if that's if that's
boning
you.
your sister?
Wait a minute. He's exploring.
What?
Do you say he's
Did you say
exploring?
he was boning your sister?
Yes.
Is that you, Ghost? Fucking riling him up there?
Oh, I thought he said he's exploring my sister, and I was like, what does that mean?
Exploiting.
Oh.
Exactly.
Oh.
Man, is she hot?
I actually said posting, but exploiting words.
Didn't you sniff her when you were kids or something?
That's funny.
That's what they say.
Ooh. Mr. Pussy.
Something like that.
It's hard to tell
And we
what's
sniff it
real.
too.
It's really hard to tell what's real.
Ah,
Well, it's
Miss
hard to tell the
McKinnon.
truth with the water bill too, because them guys just analyze that so much, Joe. You know.
Miss McKinnon, let me smell
I
you.
don't. That's what I was gonna say. Is like I don't really understand. I legitimately don't know what you're talking about when you're in the chat saying things because I don't have.
Hold on. So he's been in the chats, and you're not surprised that he's there. But as soon as he calls in, you're surprised. But he was there. That's kind of. It's weird and it's bizarre, Joe.
Any connection to any people from years ago, so I have no idea.
No, those people are dead. Of course, you have a connection, dude. Those people are dead. Who? What? What name? I don't know. Oh, you just dropped out of the call. I couldn't catch the rest of that. Sorry. Anyways, moving on. Come on.
So like when you're saying that, it's almost bringing up people like vaguely or whatever you were saying.
Like
I
you.
don't even know the fuck you're talking about. So like I don't know what's the drama is
Please.
with you and anybody. So
Please.
You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
telling me that YR doesn't fill you in on the drama behind the scenes?
bro, me and YR have about no conversation.
Yeah, we don't talk about it here.
I mean, you can ask Bullfrog. I barely talk to people.
Yes, we don't mention the other side at all.
No, I'm talking about I don't talk to even Bullfrog a lot.
Yeah, so
Like I mean,
Is that-
I could pull up my DMs with YR and me and Bullfrog. I barely speak to anybody. Like so, like they don't even like I'm busy as fuck. Like I have no idea. So because if YR started telling me about you or anything going on, I would be like, I don't fucking care. I don't know. I mean,
That's good.
like it's not that I don't care, but I mean, I don't. Like I don't fucking know. Like
Well, it's good. It's good.
I mean, I
Scott.
This will be reviewed for 10 hours tomorrow. This conversation.
where on a
Scott.
fucking like on a
What do you
where?
mean, where?
Where's
Like,
something?
dude,
Scott,
On the place that people go for real community drama. That's right. Devious Dave Rose. Is that the answer you wanted to hear? Because again, I've been off for a while. You're not going to get people somehow to this day still think I could go back to what was going on during COVID. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll do a fucking 8-hour stream every single fucking day. Yeah, forget that I've got to work and sleep and all that stuff. But yeah, it's going to go back to that. And no, it's not. It's never going to go back to that. You were given a treat at that point, and that's just the circumstances. But it's not going back to that. I'm on vacation right now. I've got again time, and I'm having fun. That's why I do this, because it's fucking funny. But I got other stuff that I could be doing, and I plan to be doing. So don't expect, throughout the next week, while I'm off, to fucking do a fucking stream every single day. Especially about drama, Let's get it out in one go, fucking go do my own thing, flick the computer switch off, and it's called real life. But these people don't seem to understand. But let's continue. But it does certainly please me to make fun of mentally retarded people. It certainly does. Call me masochistic. That's cool. But it is funny to make. It is fun, and certainly funny to make fun of retarded people. Let's continue.
Scott, let me give you some good advice, bro, that might save your life.
Oh, get a
here's
gun.
what.
advice, great.
So here's the best advice that I can give you. Don't.
Isn't this so? This is beautiful, though. This is sort of artwork. I'll give you this, Joe. You have a retard on your show. Like I've seen his papers. It was the thickness of a fucking phone book, and page after page after page, like gave the fucking medical analysis of this guy's condition. And it's just like, dude, this guy he's retarded. He might not be Downs, but he is fucking retarded to the point where the government has to interject. And he's on your show giving life advice. It's poetic. It really is poetic. I got to give you that, Joe. That is it. It's artwork, and it is beautiful.
Give these guys no energy. If you give these guys energy, then they're just trying to get a thrill out of you.
It doesn't matter though, Bullfrog. Like here's the thing, they're already analyzing you and how old your niece is. You said she was.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. I could have brought up the whole niece. There's a lot of conspiracy going on right now, or speculation, at least would be the best word, about how old how old it was when he was claiming that she was his daughter. Uh, I heard this the other day. Um, Apparently, he was on. Bullfrog was on a call with Wire, and he admitted he molested her. That's according to what was said on that video. I don't know if it's just Bullfrog, trying to be cringe or something, or if there's something more to that. But I was criticizing the past. It's like when I noticed that peculiarity of that character type of saying, well, my daughter's my niece, so I just made that up. But like if I went forward with my romantic feelings, that I would change my family tree. Maybe he fucked up what he was talking, but to me that tells me he incest sort of thing, because that would change the tree if you're looking at that in proper terms. But he is retarded, so maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. But it was always right to question this guy. Let's continue. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer there, but it is what it is, and this is who's on Joe's show. But I guess if he's not at a public park leering at kids, there is a plus side to it. Let's continue.
However old 2 years ago, now she's this age this year. So these guys, it don't matter, Bullfrog. I know what you're saying, but these guys will not stop because they don't have lives. I'm sure that you have a life. More than half of these guys do, Bullfrog, and I truly believe
See, but another thing is, again, so many people in this community don't advertise. Most people, I should say, don't even advertise what they do in their lives. And I'm certainly not going to start sending receipts to people. Well, look, today I had this scheduled, and I did this, and I did that, and I went here, and I'm not going to do that for anybody. So, like, you can claim, oh, you don't have a life and stuff, and meanwhile, my record shows, like, oh, well, Dave hasn't been around and doing streams for X amount of time. He's popped up on Ken's show, and that's all we've seen from him for the last 2 weeks or some shit like that. Just like, well, that, again, deeds speak. So you can see what I've been up to, or you could see what I've not been up to, sort of thing. Again, but this whole projection is like these people have no lives, and it's like, but that's the opposite. I do have a life. That's why I haven't been around, and I don't address dumb shit. And I know, oh yeah, I keep up with what has been brought to me. It's like, oh, Scott's getting triggered about this video or that video, blah, blah, blah. I did this diss track. I fucking called out Scott. I did this post, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's hilarious. Oh, look, the fucking AI, boys will be boys. And I did say this earlier, I believe, but Danny didn't make the fucking AI about Scott's sister and me being married, or that the selfie was taken at the same location as her and all this sort of shit. So, again, you're immediately transposing that onto Danny, thinking that he is the one that initiated that AI run, because people just started going nuts with that shit. I think it's hilarious. And you're going to try to place that blame on me. I didn't hold a gun to anybody's head. I'm not telling people what to do or what not to do. So you can't hold me responsible for that shit. But that's what people are, I guess, hoping for. But let's continue.
Yeah, it's because they're a bunch of losers and they don't have a lot.
But I guess my friends and family consist of
adorable. Adorable.
I mean, other than one guy, but he just gives them all a voice over there. So
I guess my
always being vague. It's very comical. The one guy that gives them a voice. Who is that?
my thing is that like people don't even know what we're talking about, and I don't even know what you're talking about 100%.
They don't know what we're talking about, and I don't even know what you're talking. Come on, guys.
I know, Joe. I see that.
But so that's why I don't spend any time on it, because number one, I don't even know, and number two, no one cares, and number three.
But you do know. You do know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
It's like
number three, no one.
But that's the thing, though. It's still perfectly fine to know and not care. Like, oh, somebody made a fucking video about me and they're saying all this shit. Okay, cool. Thanks for spending the time on fucking, changing the algorithm and bringing me more fucking views. Cool. And then you move on in life. Is it that difficult?
There's again.
Like, so that's that's why I'm telling you, like, if you're coming here because something's happening I don't know about,
That's too coincidental to say without actually not knowing about what's going on. Because, again, I made my video and then he goes live later that night and I think he kind of knows though,
just goes nowhere because I don't care. Like, because they're like, what are we going to talk about? A bunch of losers? Like, I mean, what are we,
Yeah.
like people that suck and like with 5 friends, like who are fake and like lie about things. Like, what is that still happening? That still goes on?
I mean,
But
I
you
guess
do
it's
know
just,
that.
like, we know that
Apparently.
some of the same people watch both shows. Like, I see D. Welsh is,
What shows?
is still, well, both.
No,
D. Welsh, all
D-
of them. Dave, all of them. Joe, come on. But D. Welsh
Yeah,
is
but
still around in the chat. He's fucking going hard at Bullfrog. Like, he's threatening things with fucking.
D. Welsh isn't even here. I don't know what you're
Bullfrog
talking
being
about.
on your show, he's threatening.
I
fucking
haven't
all
seen
kinds
D.
of
Welsh in
everywhere.
forever.
He's
Yeah,
around
we
on
have-
other channels. Couple
I
of shows.
Yeah,
speak
but-
to D. Welsh, and he says he hasn't been online for a good minute. He's living
lying, I
life
can
with his.
tell you that for a fact.
He said he's living life with his new
It
girl.
also
with his
doesn't.
girlfriend.
That's also another thing is that I never understood why Scott got into some sort of issue with D. Welsh, of all people, who was donating a bunch of money to Joe. And yeah, he sort of went to his head, thought he was all cool, he could do whatever he wanted, but yeah, I don't know.
Even moved in with her and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I have that, and I have a child now, but I can assure you,
But that's the thing. You have a child, or you have a pregnant wife. Because again, there's something. If you're gonna post this out there, Scott, and then take the videos down or whatnot, but making a gender reveal, 2 different gender reveals. The cake cutting, and then another video was the explosion of the the confetti thing. It's a tube, it shoots confetti, and it's the color of the fucking decided for the child, So he did that with the fucking, it came out pink, so it means girl. He cut the cake in a different video, it was pink, so it meant a girl. Then the videos were taken down, strangely. But during that timeline, to know that gender, you'd have to have an ultrasound, which would at minimum be 3 months, but better around 4. But regardless, the timeline leads to the fact that his wife should be fully pregnant and ready about to burst. Or not even wife, his baby mama, because he's having a child out of wedlock, as Shaft reminded me earlier today, who apparently was said to be working with Scott, or at least those were attributed to Scott's words, but we know that's not true. But yeah, so the baby should be getting born soon. By the end of January, the kid should be born, if it is true. But if it's not true, then is this another? Because we've heard this in the past. This lie was pushed, like Scott's having a baby coming, blah, blah, blah. You can claim it was a joke, but if you played it off as earnest, then that indicated that you were trying to push it off as real. So, again, is this a second attempt to try to convince people that you have a child on the way to diminish any attacks against you in preparation for you to start making attacks on other people? Or is this true, and yet somehow you're neglecting your baby mama and spending time on the internet addressing people who, again, don't give a shit about you, will continue to talk about you whether they choose to or not, will continue to think about you in the terms that they know you are a demon, regardless of your interjection and any comments that you leave on videos, and there's nothing you can do about it. I personally think that the normal thing would be, if you are telling the truth, Scott, about having a kid, you shouldn't be nowhere around the internet at all for the last 2-3 months. Like, you should be focused on what's going to happen. Kid's going to get born. Mother's got to be in the most perfect, surreal conditions and comforts so that she can deliver this kid with no complications, and this kid, has a good chance at being healthy. And but that's logic, right? But no, you're apparently obsessing over people on the internet. Okay, this speaks more to your character than anything and any criticism that anybody has made against you. Let's continue.
Welsh doesn't. I promise.
Yeah, but we haven't had D. Welsh on the show for quite some time.
No, I know, but he's around. Trust me.
Well, he is around because he messed.
Wesley, I get bored of this mental retardation. Adjust the engines accordingly. Where is our playback speed? Engage to 1.25. Ease her out there, Wesley. Engage.
Channels up there, Bullfrog, and
He doesn't miss a show.
He does message. He messages me all the time online, and I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know. Why don't you just
Here.
it's not like Bullfrog. He's been
That's actually much better.
in stalking Bullfrog for quite a while.
Well, I'm sure.
Well, maybe I should file a police report on him then.
Probably should.
Yeah, go do
because I
that.
think
How do I fill my name on the police report? That's the question that you would certainly get from fucking Bullfrog.
that's your initial guy who I thought maybe was Ryan the heel back then. I'm pretty sure it was D. Welsh after seeing what I've seen.
Well,
But why would you think it was Ryan? What did Ryan ever do to make you convinced of that? And then to be so wrong that you choose D. Welsh. Weird and bizarre.
Well, now I have a reason to file a police report against him now.
Bullfrog, can you file a police report against me?
No, because you're my daddy.
Oh, but seriously, file a police report against me and then when they ask you why are you filing this report, say he's my daddy, that's why. And just see what they say.
No.
And yeah, and
let's
if you
see.
just get the recording
Let's see
of
if they
that.
unload their gun on you.
Yeah, get the
I wouldn't do that to
recording.
you. And funny how he did out.
I don't really get it. Yeah, but anyway, let's play a donation because I guess there's a couple of them.
No one really cared.
Delta, what's up? Thanks for the.
Okay, so we got apparently another timestamp. I don't know. Again, these timestamps have been provided to me, so apparently it's the juicier stuff. I'm not going to be fucking just playing the whole stream. But 2 hours and 24 minutes. Let's move on to there. So we already know Scott's on the fucking call. 2 hours and 24 minutes. The minus close. There we go. And 23 seconds. So let's hear this outburst, I'm sure.
Likely with you.
To
be honest.
He likes it on me though. He likes it.
Oh, yeah. Slather it all over you.
He wants to lick that four-eyed fucking faggot over there his cock. The guy let him.
Okay, so this is already getting real gay, and we got Scott initiating it, and we got Garguts who's like, $20 is $20, man. Pick a hole, dude. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
20,000 times over and fucking stop
Hey.
that shit.
Hey.
Playing both sides.
Fucking Bullfrog, don't fucking get turned on with that. Oh.
He likes a guy that shows people's dead grandfather's obituary. He's pretty class act. Maybe
Oh
we'll do
man,
a thing to
whose
Dave's
grandfather
father's.
they showed?
Maybe
Yeah,
we'll do
his-
a thing to Dave's
they showed
father's,
yours?
Since that's Kermit.
Yeah.
Of course he did. He
Yeah.
showed lots of people's obituaries.
Oh
The
man,
guy's sick.
that
I
must
don't know
have
why
been,
he's
that must have been way before my time because I don't remember seeing your father, or
he's
your
a fucking
grandfather.
scumbag, bro. I don't understand how anybody can support him.
And I mean, I've gone there and heard it and been on the chat, and they always invite you on, man. Why don't you get on and plead your case?
Yeah,
There's
bro.
no point because these guys always find a way. Like there's no talking logic to them. They always find a way.
Yeah, but Scott,
go back.
Find a way for what?
Scott, if they invite you on,
Find a way.
hang on. So if they're inviting you on the call, you should respond back and plead your case.
There's no point with those people, though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's when you.
Really?
That's when you.
I'm telling you, hop on so you can.
You literally
can
just
plead
said your
case.
own answer.
well, that's it. That's what I'm
If they're
here for,
telling you-
just
if
say
they're
my own
telling
answer.
He
you-
answers his
hop
own
on.
questions,
I answer my own questions all the time.
Joe,
Well,
MGF just won the AEW championship.
Let's go. Finally, a real champion. He was dying. Nobody cared about MJF anymore, but he was really.
You don't know
the
what you're
best,
talking about.
right? I mean, John Moxley's
Oh man,
a piece of shit.
I destroy him
champion.
if I was talking
Thank
wrestling
God.
to him.
And Samoa
Yeah.
Joe is retiring this year.
Okay, so what's
What?
the next?
That's
What's the
from-
next
yeah,
time
Samoa
stamp?
Joe's
Joe's
gonna
on the
retire.
X-Men.
A lot of people actually have told me this is, and this was recently said on Dr. Earl's drama stream, which was a great stream. I keep saying that to people, but Monetize This really was supposed to be separate from wrestling talk, and when it was brought up when I was on there, and I am an original gangsta because I was there from fucking the start of it, literally October 2014 was the first time that I was on air with Joe, even though I'd been previously with Tommy C on his hockey show and stuff, and that started me being included with Monetize This. So, again, people could say that Scott was OG, but I've been there a lot longer. Let's continue.
Samoa Joe is in the Epstein. Oh, Scott's back. Hello.
I did,
Samoa,
yes.
Yeah,
Samoa
yeah,
Joe's
he's
in the
back.
Epstein files. Coquina clutching a 12-year-old.
Oh,
Pretty bad. It might be AI, but I don't know.
wow. So, I was actually. It's weird because I just saw that I have a couple voicemails I was going to play, and one of them,
I bet you it's pretty dark. I bet you it's fucking dark as fuck.
yeah. Should I play this?
Sure.
Yeah.
I heard about this. This is Scott, apparently. I think Ghost was talking about this. Is Scott leaving messages?
Play it,
Is
Daddy.
this Scott? Is this you that left me this from a 902 number?
Probably possessed, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you.
I thought you were Christian and you had a cross on your neck and stuff.
Left me this yesterday. Is this you or is this someone else? Oh, this is definitely you. Because I see where
I
it's,
think it might be definitely me.
it's you. Okay. This is a voicemail. I have not heard this yet. Did you say anything bad? I mean, like, what did you say?
Maybe.
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 This psycho
Maybe.
fuck.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah.
Maybe bun.
You know, it'd be funny if
Wesley,
he was like
1.5
like, the call is,
1.25
pretty
times
normal,
speed.
and then, like in the middle of it,
Engage.
just out of nowhere says he's a giant N word and then says my address. Like, I mean, like, that's
You just start
also
hearing
Joe.
gunshots in the back.
Also, Joe, I'm a giant. and I live at 72 Forest Field Drive.
Here's to make kick his ass.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Like, fucking you, also killed Jews, and I live at 14.
Oh, definitely the Jews, bro. 100%.
Oh yeah, they're coming to get
That's
us.
one I'm gonna agree on with Scotty Boy over here.
Wow.
Yeah. I think we all know what the
I confirm faggot.
Jews are up to now. I think the veil's been lifted. They rewrote history, bro. Come on. There's the Holocaust. I heard it from Jews themselves. I mean, the Holocaust is made up. The Jews slaughtered more Germans. Hitler was all for Jesus Christ. We were lied to, bro.
Holy shit.
Are you surprised? Like, I'm
Do you like Kanye West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Kanye
Gay
West.
changed this whole thing to the swastika,
You like
man.
Kanye
I
West?
approved.
Well, so
Yeah, me too.
you know, it's. I mean, like I could be wrong, but it seems like a lot of the Muslims. I mean, most Muslims are. Oh, they're all right, but
They're fucking dirty Indians.
the extreme Muslims are like.
Oh my God. This is always amazing when I was on Joe's show. It's just his lack of political knowledge. And it's always fucking comical and painful.
We'll kill you and take your shit. And the extreme Jews are like, we'll just lie, or so you'll each fight each other. Like,
The extreme Jews are like Vecna, Freddy Krueger, and Pennywise. All
what
one.
now? Are there extreme Christians anymore? Like, do we still have the ability to have like the?
When I was working on your show, Joe, you were calling Christians extremists. You certainly were. So, kind of funny, what, 5+ years? 8? I guess 8? Would be close to it, but regardless, that's funny. Let's continue.
Christians and the Crusades ever happen? Like, are they gonna?
I'm down.
They slaughter tens of thousands of people, man.
Okay.
Have you seen that Congresswoman? She's like, vote for me so we kick every dirty Muslim out of Texas.
Oh, Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah, you can tell she.
What? Condoleezza
You can
Rice
just-
said that?
No. It's a Republican. It's some.
This is painful. I'm going to move to the next timestamp here. Should be better. These political takes are just fucking trash, especially Garguts. Garguts should be the last person to even speak. Like, his whole knowledge of home ownership is he big enough to fit in that cardboard box in the alley? That's all he knows. Okay, he doesn't pay mortgage or nothing, land lease. No, and he can just pick up that fucking house and move to another fucking dark alley. So I'm not taking any advice from that fucking disgusting mystery meat fuck. Let's continue.
When it was like late 21 when I went back to full-time work. And so I would say probably around that time is when I don't know necessarily what everybody was up to, because I want to say that, like, I don't really remember the last time we had interactions is what I'm trying to say. I think like we had a couple of times where like I was on like maybe a phone call with you and multiple people or something, and we were like, oh, we're cool, whatever. And then that was it. Like it really wasn't anything. But
During the tail end of all that, it was everything was going on in either fucking Jacob RP's channel or Wire's channel, and it was just everybody.
Oh,
all
yeah,
on
yeah,
call.
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, every once in a while I would talk to a bunch of people randomly when I called to be like, I'm cool with everybody. I don't fucking know what's up.
And everybody would be cool.
Now-
After that phone call,
now,
like,
Scott-
everybody would be cool, and then
Yeah.
the day later, it'd be right fucking back to full of drama.
Now, Scott, you know RP is back too, right? Do you know
I
that?
did not know that. No.
Yeah, he's been back for quite some time.
I didn't know he left.
He was, yeah, I didn't know he left either, but he was bartending live on the show the other day. It was very interesting. He was roofing white women and then raping. No, he was
And
doing
at
that.
Applebee's.
Yeah, he was like, here, have some apple juice.
At
And,
Applebee's.
Fuck.
and then they passed out.
That's another guy who had no strong father figure and has been so desperate for Joe to, accept him and acknowledge him and include him. There's a lot of people like that. Rojas, for example, is one. And it's hilarious because when somebody gets in, and often with donations, whether it be D. Welsh or YR, they get jealous and they attack that person. Like Joe's giving them more attention than me. It's hilarious to see it played out. But let's continue.
He was bartending at the Apple.
Yeah, good times. So no, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. So
Whatever.
I just
Your community's healing.
Whatever.
yeah, I just
Right,
lost
Joe?
my job at the beginning of December. So like, it's been a terrible fucking
Yeah,
month.
it's been like 30 days that you've been mentioning that. And people have been fucking sending me messages like, oh, Joe, keeps saying that he's unemployed. Yeah. Spend that energy getting a new job. Like, stop it. Stop it. What are you doing? Stop it. Go and be the best Joe Cronin that you can be. Yeah.
For me, like, it's been really bad. I had COVID the other day. It's been terrible.
COVID, it doesn't exist. What kind of, like, what is this? Fucking 2023? Are you just making shit up now? Fucking fake Chinese diseases and shit? Come on.
Obviously, Wire's got all this money now.
Wire has money.
Keith Bucks. Okay, why are his money? Well, I haven't noticed. I have not noticed what you are currently stating with that statement that you made. Let's move on to a different topic.
He's been given to you.
I don't know. Like, he started donating a little bit here or there, but I mean,
That's wow. The downplay. He would be a good diplomat, or at least a spokesperson for a very lying administration who had to cover shit up. Like, imagine this guy working for the Nixon administration. He could have held the media back because his bullshit fucking responses are like, holy shit. Like, you're downplaying this as if it's nothing. It's like, again, like when America was invading Iraq for the second time, and the guy, I can't remember if he was a colonel or something, but he's like making reports on the news, and he's like, no, the Americans aren't even close and shit, and like the camera's capturing in the video, like the American troops are moving in to the fucking city, and this guy's on video like, no, the Americans are far away, we're keeping them repelled and shit. Like, the delusion is fucking, it's beautiful. Let's continue.
mean, not a ton. Like he isn't in a while actually. But
Is it a joke that he got fucking some of Keith Barber's money or something? Or is that real?
what?
We don't know. We don't know about
Wait,
that.
wait, wait. So the only person that I know that's been talking about Keith Bucks that even mentioned this in the first place made the calculation publicly, because there was other people that came to the same conclusion, confronted me, and just like, yeah, that's the same thing that I was saying. So it's just like, it's kind of logical, you know? But if you're watching me, you know that that's my belief and that's what I've advertised and so forth, and made a, you know, a nice, what's it called? A sort of a nice way to sort of bring it all together. Keith Bucks, it works, you know, it's good marketing. But it's probably closer to the truth, which makes it even more funny. But I'm the one that started that and said that. And, well, because Scott apparently watches everyone, he saw me say those things, or he heard me say those things. And then is addressing Joe right now with this clip and saying, well, there's people. There's Dave. There's Dave. That's Dave Rose. You know, me, Dave Rose, saying that. So you just say Dave. It's Dave Rose.
Like that's a real question too, because I thought it was a joke at first.
I don't know
Wonder.
what do you mean?
When
I don't know what you're talking about.
Apparently, put wire in the will, and
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Said, here's some money.
Yeah, apparently there's a rumor going around that
Let me interject, Joe. I'm a fucking retard, and I'm retarded, but I think I know what I'm talking about. I was like, okay, you know, saves me from wasting energy to speak, but go ahead, Bullfrog. How far monetized this has fallen. At one point, it was the place to be, baby. It was enjoyable, and you had a nice balance of opinions and a variety of views that had strong people defending them. But meanwhile, now it's just everyone's a pushover for Joe. That's a simple fact. Let's continue.
There's a rumor. So wait a minute. Let me ask you something, Bullfrog. How would Keith? Wait a minute. You're telling me Keith Barber, who died, left?
Yeah.
You're telling me he left money for YR?
well,
Come on, but that's the thing. That this is so disingenuous. This is what's not cool. I mean, I'd be okay with sort of him denying things in a certain way, but it's just like, dude, he clearly watches me, and I've made it clear. It's just like, where's this money coming from? The only thing that logic dictates is his best fucking jack-off friend fucking left him money. And that's the only unless this guy won some sort of local state lottery or something like that, which he didn't advertise, which I would expect that he would. The only other thing is that what he would keep private is his relationship with Keith. And he would inherit whatever money this guy had accumulated from selling his fucking Epstein pictures and paintings and all that shit. And because again, this guy was stuck in a home until he was going to be like 50 something. So like he's still making money and stuff. So put on an account, and you know, only had one friend that was YR. And what did he, you know, do with that money in his will? He said like send it to YR. It's the only thing that makes logical sense. If there's somebody that can come up with a better theory, I'm open for it. But it's got to line up with reality, because there's too many things that I've mentioned that sort of timeline-wise just fit perfectly, and you can't really just argue them. So I'm going to have to see something that's a little more substantial. But let's continue.
that's the rumor that's speculating going around.
How would anyone know that?
Well, there was something back in the day involving Keith's mother and a credit card. People thought Wire stole their credit card or something, which obviously was some kind of a joke. Maybe, I don't know.
How do you get from that to a will?
Yeah, but how do you get?
Well,
how do you get?
And that's where we are now. So is it?
So it's just a lie.
Yeah.
So it's just another lie by people that lie. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So that's like
Oh, these liars are lying. Okay.
all that this is over here.
Yeah, I don't
Just all
know.
pathological eyes.
Yeah.
Gargi, just
Somebody
embrace
said that in the
Gargi,
chat
just
one day, and
embrace it.
I heard that in the chat one day, and I didn't know what somebody was talking about. Now it kind of makes sense. Yeah, that'd be hilarious, actually. But no, I have no idea. I don't think so. He doesn't really donate a lot. He donates like, like
Well, I mean, maybe they
$20.
talk about that actually willingly took money from Keith in donations. So it's kind of funny.
Well, that's just
know
a
that.
rumor. We don't know that yet.
Well, I know what I just said is an actual fact, and it's recorded on a live stream. But
You got
what I'm saying
you
is
got
that these people
So let me wait a
who
minute.
lie are actually the ones
Are
taking
you
money.
so? Wait a minute. Are you in? Because I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it's cool that you're here, but I give zero fucks about people
I know,
from 10
Joe.
years
You're
ago.
just listen. You're
No, Joe, you can stop with that. You do give more than zero fucks. You do. You give multiple fucks, not just one fuck, but there are multiple fucks that you give. It's just the truth. You can stop, okay? Because you watch and you comment and you slip and you mention, so it's noticeable when. Again, clips are sent to me. I'm living my life, but it's like, oh, look how stupid Joe was. It's like, you know what? I like to laugh. So sure, I'll check that clip out. Oh, Joe saying this stuff, and I can prove it wrong because I was working with him in the past, so I can, discredit what he's saying because I was witness. So okay, but it was a good laugh. I appreciate it.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter if there's this guy, that guy, me, whoever's on the show talking about shit you don't care about. I get it. It's not going to stop them from talking about you. Is all I'm going to say.
Oh, I don't care.
Whether I'm sitting
But
there
I've been
saying,
saying that forever, especially about me. And it's just like, I know people are going to obsess over me and they're going to keep talking about me. And they got their little super secret, chats and all that. And I've seen screenshots. People have sent me screenshots of those fucking chats, which is hilarious. Just like I know people are talking about them. And it's just like, why don't you adopt the Dave Rose method of viewing life and be like, just move on. Just don't give a shit and accept the fact that people are going to talk about you. It's a simple fact. But you can't let it go, can you? Got to get that last word in like a female, because that is female mentality and activity. You can't just let the dominant male state the fact that, like, no, but what about this? You're a fucking Karen. So let's continue.
Know who they
You're
are.
not avoiding anything. They're going to talk about you.
I understand. I don't know I don't know which they we're talking about.
I don't know who we're talking about this time, but you do, Joe. You do, though, Joe, and you would sound a lot better if you were just admit it rather than just play stupid, because we know you know, and you know that we know that you know. Okay, let's get you.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But-
You're not avoiding. You're not dodging bullets by. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they're going to do it anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, people have been talking about me for years, bro. Listen, if you're talking about if you're talking about a small failing YouTube channel, I mean, what are you? You know what I mean? So
Well, look how bad I was, Joe.
I'm here having fun, basically. So there's that, and plus I helped you a lot in the past. Just look at the record.
We did all this shit on you too. Like we all did it, but I moved on for real. I moved on. Like,
No, you didn't. You're obsessed and projecting on other people saying that they're obsessed, but you're the one who's obsessed. I'm not going to make a video or, a post on whatever anyone says about me. I just come on, do my thing, and then move on. But constant instances of responses goes to prove those people that are doing so are the ones that are obsessed. Simple logic. Let's continue.
I'm capable of that. These people aren't. And that's all there is to it.
So
I think
you-
everybody
so
can
you're
see
in
who's
some
capable
kind
and
of-
who's not.
These people aren't. Dave Rose, absent for the last 3 weeks. Yeah, they can't. I'm sure I can't. Let's continue.
you're in some kind of a beef with people again, with some people.
I don't know what you're talking about, Scott. I certainly don't know what's going on in the background, or what are you talking of? It's adorable. You're so adorable, fucking Joe. Just adorable. Like a fucking little squeeze toy. Just fucking kick it across the room and stuff. makes the noise and bounces off the wall and shit. The dog goes crazy, just jumps up and just wriggles his head around, and this fucking thing gets just fucking manhandled or dog handled. But it's just like, yeah, adorable like that. Let's continue.
Call it whatever, but yeah, to a degree.
Well, what they're doing.
Spat.
Somebody inject that fat fuck with I don't know, some opium or something, and get him to just pass out. Because Joe, Bullfrog is not making your show sound good, to be quite honest.
Whatever.
Hang on, Gargus, hang on. So what Scott's trying to say that they're trying to stir up?
The retard ain't gonna fucking interpret what this other guy has to say. I don't speak his language, though. I don't speak Canadian, but I think I'm smart enough to be able to comprehend what this Canadian is saying, and I'm gonna interpret for you people who speak American as to translate what he is saying. That's what I'm hearing, by the way.
Shit again, and they're trying to like antagonize Scott once again.
Yeah, well, they're desperate, bro. A guy can't even have a YouTube channel boxing without them obsessing on it for 50.
A YouTube channel of boxing? No, it's your YouTube channel, and you keep putting out videos of you boxing, and there are people that are going to comment on that. And well, when people who are knowledgeable about combat sports do comment on that and do so from knowledge, don't get offended or mad at the fact that you really do have bad posture, bad positioning, bad footwork. And then when people actually show, because you've demanded that in the past, Scott, well, show yourself boxing. And when the people do, well, you don't know what you're talking about. So, but you just asked for that, and I'm showing you clearly something that you're not adapting. And for all this time, and I spoke to people earlier today about this, just like, but for all this time that you've been doing these fucking videos where you're boxing and shit, your form hasn't improved. You keep getting criticized about the same thing, primarily the footwork. And that's been for multiple years, but it hasn't changed, though, dude. It hasn't changed. So what does that say? Let's continue.
15 to 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that.
People
Can't
are
even move
obsessed
on
with
these
you,
people.
Scott. People are obsessed with you. I think I know what you're talking.
Oh, wait. I thought you didn't know what was going on with Scott. How do you know that people are obsessed with Scott? I mean, like, are you talking about now in the present, or are you talking about in the past, which wouldn't apply to the present? So how do you know this sort of thing? Are you some sort of prophet there? I mean, you do call yourself a god, very blasphemous. I'd like to give you a chance, but I mean, that sort of blasphemy does require at least perhaps the cutting out of the tongue, but I want to give this guy the opportunity to redeem himself. He could accept Christ as a savior, and it could save him from losing his tongue. But yeah, he's saying some things that are certainly not agreeable. Let's continue.
About people are obsessed with you. They like to poke the bear to get. They need people need to get something back. You know, they want you to.
What have I been doing for the last 3 weeks? Living my life. So what are you talking about? Talk about somebody else? You might as well be specific, or you're going to be ambiguous as always there, Joe, just like your sexuality. And sort of fuel a certain fire, but then claim ignorance. I don't know what's going on, but let me tell you what's been going on. That's kind of weird. You just said you didn't know what was going on, but let me tell you, people hate you, Scott, and blah, blah. So how are you aware of this stuff? It's weird. It's bizarre. And even you there, Ghost, can't even defend that. You can see that this guy now, okay, Ghost, you're not fully retarded, but explain to me why Joe is being so kind and nice with Skunt. Is it because he's scared of Skunt and what Skunt would do to him? I mean, I would say yeah. So where are you? You know, great savior of Joe Cronin. Bat Manuel, you know, you are Latino and all. Bat Manuel, you are a mix of Manuel, the industrial worker, and the Batman. So it's Bat Manuel. So where are you fucking calling Scott out on this sort of shit? Where is that? Let's continue.
Do something so that they have something to talk about. and you know, I mean, you can't help yourself.
Dude, I can talk about fucking science and shit that you could never talk about. Okay, well, people want me to talk about drama. I can, but I can talk about, dude, I do fucking Kerbals and shit and talk about fucking the flow of, oxidizer compared to a liquid, fuel and nerd shit. I can talk about anything I fucking want. Meanwhile, today I decide, let's do a drama stream. Okay? So I'm a little bit adaptable. In fact, I would say I'm much more than you and others. Let's continue. And let the hate flow through you. I know all the haters, the hate watchers are watching right now. And let it feed your hate towards me, which will make me stronger than ever before.
And neither can those people probably. So,
Well,
yeah. You might have to do something, Scott. You might have to go crazy. You might have to go.
maybe.
Like you may have to.
yeah.
You may have to do.
Yeah, but what is it? Take 6? Go crazy, take 6? I mean, he's done that on video in the past. He's gone crazy. So now Joe's encouraging more psychotic behavior. Good job, Joe.
Do something sick. To be honest, you may have to go. I'm talking about. You may have to go after people's families. Like I mean,
Like maybe take it IRL.
I'm glad you keep this video up. That might be used in a curdler. Because it certainly could be. You know what, Scott? I know you're psychopathic, but go ahead and attack people's family. Mr. Dan Cronin, could you please address the clip that was just played in front of this court in regards to you encouraging a known psychopath to commit crimes against other people? Could you address that? That's certainly, because I know he can't afford a lawyer. I think that's exactly how it sounded in court. Let's continue.
yeah, like yeah, you may have to.
Like go IRL with it.
Because yes, like you may have to do this. I mean, bro, you can only take so much. You know what I mean? Like I got. You may have
Start
to
in
do
New
something.
York.
We'll go to what?
He should start in New York.
Now Joe's totally openly, and Scott has threatened like physical death on people, and and Joe's aware of this, and now he's just like openly saying, you know what, Scott, just go nuts, just kill people. Like you're an accomplice here, Joe. Do you not understand how the law works? And you're also on the record. I mean, you're on the internet, dude. Like to encourage this and then claim it was a joke, but you know that there's mentally ill people, which you've obviously applied to Scott, and you know that mentally ill people encouraged to do illegal things. You are still responsible for encouraging that person. You knew what you were doing. Dude, this indictment is nuts, dude. Like, too bad you didn't pay attention in school or wherever curious to know about the law, because, like, dude, you are fucking, that's dead to rights there, right there. Okay? So, if you want to pay me off, though, that's great. You can pay me off. And, yeah, we don't have to tell the authorities and all that sort of thing, but yeah, kind of expose yourself there, Joe. Let's continue.
Oh my God!
Start in New York.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay. Jesus. Well,
We're
yeah. I
laughing.
mean,
He's
listen.
genuinely about to explode.
Yeah, he's like shaking. Well, listen, that's okay, man. Some people
hang on.
deserve it.
Scott, what have you been doing these last 3-4 years?
Yeah, what have you been up
Being
to?
a father, bro.
I don't know what's been going on. It's weird and bizarre. I'm not even aware. Ghost from the Coast. Did you even know what's going on? I didn't know what's going on there. Ghost from the Coast. My #1 simp.
Yeah.
Living my life, working.
That's good, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Now, did you have that kid, or did you marry into a kid?
Oh,
No, it's my girl. I have a little girl.
Jesus Christ, another Scott running around there.
now you married now?
So yeah, I haven't heard this. But it's my little girl. So like, is it born yet or?
Or are you just got a girlfriend? Or
No, we're not married yet.
yeah.
Out of wedlock. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ looks down on such things. Yes.
Smart of her. Yeah.
I don't know if that they. Yeah, I don't know. Like
Prenup?
No, you know what? Me and
What do you mean? No, no.
no, me and
Yeah,
Leah
I don't
didn't.
think marriage is like a thing now.
Remember, me and Leah got married in 2008.
Yeah, but you're a socialist, fucking commie scum. You know, commie Cronin. Like, I don't care what you don't set the fucking example of morality. In my view of life, I don't give a fuck what you and Leah did. Certainly not an example that I'm going to live to. Please.
18. We had the kid in 09. We got married in 18. So that's not much different.
it's not the like I don't care about 50-50
That was after like 2 kids, though. So both of those kids living out of wedlock, neither of them fucking baptized. Very concerning. But let's continue.
It's the expense of having a wedding and it's all that shit.
No, you can do a very inexpensive wedding. And again, if it's about the actual marriage, then you can do it for free, right? But if it's about the spectacle, then that's a different story. Well, let's continue.
Yeah, but you know what? We just went down and did the papers. Dude, remember the pictures? Remember I got attacked for weeks from the fucking super ugly
Oh
fuck?
yeah, yeah.
Bro, that was brutal. Like, I didn't even really do anything.
Oh, people criticizing me online. Oh, it's brutal. Yes. Grow the fuck up.
Man, it was crazy. Like, your dumb, ugly wife's die. Like it was fucking...
Wasn't that mostly YR?
No, that was really him. We all made up after that. Like, I actually made up with those guys after that. But for a while, they were super... bro, they were fucking mean. Like, it was weird. Dude, they were
That's why I
like...
would never put anything out like that. Like I showed a brief picture the other day, but I put a heart over her face, and it's like Danny took it right away and posted it on his Facebook, saying it was an AI girl. But yet I censored her face. Like I censored an AI girl, right? Like that makes sense. But then he goes and he tries to make an AI version of my sister and put her with Dave Rose, and it looked nothing like my sister. And I thought legitimately.
No, I already talked about this earlier. It wasn't Danny that created that AI. It wasn't Danny that created the image. Neither was it Danny that created the AI that subsequently came from that. So those animated things that were added to it. 2 different people. So again, your obsession with Danny is clear, Scott, but there's other people that find your pathetic nature hilarious and like to troll you. I had nothing to do with this. Boys will be boys, and they'll fucking make this shit. And I'm not going to stop them because, again, I'm not a tyrant like you are. A dictator, yes. I am a dictator. But I'm not a tyrant. If people are saying things that are true, what do I care? You know? And they certainly had fun at your expense. And I thought that was also quite comical. You know? So, again, keep hating. But people are laughing at you regardless because you've got a record. And it goes on for years. You're not an OG, but you know there's enough record that people are going to laugh at you, and that's just something you just have to move on. I know people are going to fucking hate me because I'm just so fucking awesome. And I've embarrassed and humiliated and hurt people simply by my words. Again, I am a craftsman, an artist, an artiste. And I'm a surgeon, an mortician when it comes to my words. I will and a surgeon. I think I said that. But regardless, I will dissect people of vivisection while they're alive and destroy them. Okay? Because I'm that good. It should have been accepted long ago. People want to ignore it and pretend that it wasn't true, but it is the way it is. Nobody does it better than Dave Rose. This has been mentioned to me recently as well. It's like nobody fucking talks about the drama like you do, Dave. You know, nobody fucking just does it the way you do. And I can't deny that either. And that's certainly a laurel that I will wear, and I will appreciate when people are honest and they say that. But that is the truth. So I'm certainly not going to just sit down and be like, oh, I'm not going to mention that. It's like, no, absolutely. Look at all these other people saying the exact same thing. And meanwhile, nobody's holding a gun to their head, making them believe what I believe. Or what I should say, what I know. When I point out the psychotic nature of Scott and other people. Well, let's continue.
Dave moved on and had a wife, and I congratulated Dave. And what did I get for that? A 2-hour fucking obsession stream with Danny and them. I'm telling you.
No, but that's the thing though, is that I had nothing to do with that fucking AI that was your sister. And okay, like Scott pointed this out. It's like, oh, that doesn't look my sister. Okay, well, it's fucking AI and shit, but like, it still looks sufficiently enough where it was recognizable to us. And I'd have to say probably Scott recognized it too if he sort of said, oh, it doesn't look like my sister. It's like, so you recognize enough that you do believe it was your sister. But again, I didn't have anything to do with that, but people went with that and it triggered Scott. I was just there fucking eating my popcorn and fucking loving it.
Yeah, man,
So-
these people are
so
sick,
that's
bro.
why
I
you-
actually
so-
wish the best for these people. And
That's why
they're
you're
sick,
here,
bro.
because you're having beef with these people now.
I honestly don't care what Scott's doing with his life. I really don't. I will call out where, again, if somebody's going to be having a kid and shit, and the timeline says their kid should be born now, if I was in that position, because I do have empathy and sympathy, I am a human being, I could be imagining, because I also have interaction with other people who've been there. Like, yeah, you wouldn't be on the internet. You'd be minding your wife, trying to make sure that everything was perfect, the birth was perfect. Like, there'd be no fucking time there'd be no time to even be on the internet when you're minding your wife to be like, oh shit, water's broke, let's get the fuck going. There's been nothing of that. There's been obsession over what's been said on the internet, and it just doesn't seem to line up with the potential that you have a baby mama that's about to burst. Doesn't line up. And I think it's proper, rightful criticism. If you want to say certain things and this is where we're at and this is what we see, it doesn't make sense, at least to me. Ergo, perhaps it should be better explained. Let's continue.
No,
That's not why I'm here.
No, that's why you're here, to get a platform, because you're in a beef with people.
But
Oh, Joe. One of the realest things you said, motherfucker. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. That was, well, at least Joe's willing to call it out. And I think this was mentioned to me last night about Joe saying this, where he's calling out Scott while he's doing so, but still giving him the opportunity to respond. But just laying out a truth here, because again, he's looking to Joe to have a platform to say shit because he can't do it on his own. Let's continue.
So that's
bro.
why
Like, I
you're.
actually
So
wish the best for Dave and these people. And
that's why
they're
you're here,
sick, bro.
because you're having beef with these people now. Like, you're
No,
in a,
that's not why I'm here.
no, that's why you're here, to get a platform, because you're in a beef with people.
Ah, it's beautiful. Frame it. Frame it. But that's an audio file, sir. Frame it. Let's continue.
Why would I need a platform?
Well, because why would this?
Why would I need a platform? I don't know, because you don't have 1,000 viewers, so you can't do a live stream, so you keep doing fucking short videos and trying to address people and looking bad. Maybe that's why.
And now you show up on my show.
I don't know.
Oh, evisceration. Joe going for fatality. Fucking this is hilarious. The nonchalant part, it's working. Like, oh, well, I don't know. Why are you here? Probably because you need a platform. Oh, no, it's not the reason, Joe. Well, why about this and that? And, massacre. Pure massacre. Pure massacre.
I think I just showed
It's
up randomly.
because they want to get a rise out of them. So like I said
But that's
earlier,
but it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but but in a way, I get it. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on and why you're here, and you're here.
Well, let's
and you're,
monetize this, right? And
What's the term? Welcome to my parlor, said the spider to the fly. That's exactly what Joe's doing right now. He's fucking like, oh, well, I'm ignorant of this. Do tell, Scott. Do tell why this is going on. Beautiful.
Yeah, but
wrestling talk.
I don't know, man. But listen, because
You need to spark it up a little bit.
well, it is interesting. It is interesting to have you here. I don't really give a fuck about all those people because they died like
know
years
you
ago in
don't.
my brain. But
They died. That's the thing. They died. Again, is he listening to us? But like, yeah, anyone who's worked with Joe, they're dead. If somehow they're around, they're zombies because they're really dead. So that's, Joe just admitted that they're dead.
I understand you're in a beef with them now. And listen,
Oh,
there's
you-
a lot of people on the Discord. There's
You're in a beef with people that are dead. So they're zombies or something. It's weird. It's bizarre. I do kind of need to go take a piss. How about this? I'm gonna play this clip and listen to it on my phone, and I'll probably have to jump in and rewind just to comment. Oh, so I was left a new comment now. Mars zombie. Mars is dead. Ha ha ha. Says this comment. Interesting. But yeah, I'm going to play this clip and go take a pee-pee and see what. Oh, hold on. Interesting. And yeah, I'll be back.
guy, Scott's dead family. Like I remember that guy was on Discord. We banned him from Discord. That was a while ago. That guy hated you. I don't know who that was, but they didn't like you.
Probably.
You don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna blame somebody that wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think Dave does that shit. Bro.
I'll tell you it was.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, you have no
Well,
idea.
Dave did post my grandfather's obituary, so.
Yeah, I mean,
And
sure it
reviewed
wasn't
it for a
AI?
good 2 hours.
he also
That
contacted.
was AI, bro.
AI wasn't around back then.
Didn't he
Oh,
contact?
shit, well, you got me there.
I think he contacted Bullfrog's family too.
Well, that's
Oh,
the thing.
God.
So the thing is, Dave said, some people better not dare when my father passes go, I'll go fucking nuclear if they go after my dad. But he had no problem showing other people's obituaries, including my grandfather. It makes no sense. But you know what the reality is? Nobody did go after Dave's father after his passing. I actually had kind words to say. Nobody went after Dave's father. And Dave claims that he's a Christian, he's this good man and everything. And it's like, God gave you a chance. All those enemies of yours, Dave, all the people you went after, all the sick things you did to their families, they gave you a chance, including myself.
So you're in a fight with
Forgiveness.
you're in a fight with these people.
But you can't move on. They can't move on, man.
Are you
They
guys like- are
sick
you guys
people.
like-
What I'm trying to say is that these people are demons, bro.
Are you like
They're not
messaging?
even human.
Are you messaging each other like on DMs, like off, like
100%,
fighting,
yeah. We're messaging
You're
each other on Grinder.
like fighting with each other on private DMs?
Fighting on Grinder, actually.
Grinder.
No,
Yeah.
we're just putting up
Grinder.
YouTube videos of each other.
Oh, you put up
Yeah,
videos
well, I
on
did,
each
and then
other.
I just like, what am I doing? This is
Oh.
pointless.
Yeah, I mean, listen. You,
I mean-
what do you know? You'll go in circles till the end of time with people.
Wait.
That's why I'm not repeating things.
Hold on. What's going on here? Okay, so I was taking my piss, and this thing is set to 1.25 times speed, and then I hear my name and some bullshit going on, so we're gonna have to go back, set it to normal speed, and hear what the fuck is going on here, because a lot of falsities that should be addressed. So, well, let's continue.
But he had no problem showing other people's obituaries, including my grandfather.
Oh, so
And they-
even further? Hold on. So let's continue.
Yeah, I mean-
Hold on. Shh. Calm down.
But
That's
that's
already done.
but it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but but in a way, I get it. That I'm just trying to figure out what's going on and why you're here, and you're here.
well, it's
and you're,
monetized
You just said to use your platform.
this, right? And
Yeah, but-
wrestling talk. Is
I don't know, man. But listen, because
You need to spark it up a little bit.
well, it is interesting. It is interesting to have you here. I don't really give a fuck about all those people because they died like
know.
years ago in my brain. But I understand you're in a beef with them now. And listen, there's a lot of people on the Discord. There's a guy, Scott's dead family. Like I remember that guy was on Discord. We banned him from Discord. That was a while ago. That guy hated you. I don't know who that was, but they didn't like you.
Probably
You don't
Probably
do it.
Danny.
Don't do it. You're gonna blame somebody it wasn't.
Yeah,
don't
no,
do that.
I don't think Dave does that shit, bro.
I'll tell you who it was.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, it's hilarious though because that's exactly what Scott has done in his past. He's blamed people that weren't even involved with shit.
No
Well,
idea.
Dave did post my grandfather's obituary, so
Yeah, I mean,
and
sure it
reviewed
wasn't
it for
AI?
2 hours.
he also.
You try to blackmail Tiff with nude photos. Try to get her fired. You try to get multiple people fired. You've again said that you've stalked people and taken photos of them. Don't compare your actions to anybody else's. You're the most guilty here. Let's continue.
Also
That
contacted.
wasn't AI, bro.
what was it?
AI wasn't around back then.
Didn't he
Oh,
contact?
shit, well, you got me there.
I think he contacted Bullfrog's family too.
Well, that's
Oh,
the thing.
God.
That's a false allegation.
And so the thing is, Dave said, some people better not dare when my father passes go, I'll go fucking nuclear. If they-"
I don't remember that, but again, we've already shown the photos. Oh well, you like obituaries? See what we do with your dad. Okay, cool. I'm shaking my boots. Literally shaking.
They go after my dad, but he had no problem showing other people's obituaries, including my grandfather. It makes no sense, but you know what the reality is? Nobody did go after Dave's father after his passing. I actually had kind words to say.
Actually, no, there were people, and again, I showed what other people did with the obituary of. I didn't even seek the shit out, but people searched out fucking Scott's grandfather's obituary, and they sent it to me. So
Nobody went after Dave's father. And Dave claims that he's a Christian, he's this good man and everything. And it's like, God gave you a chance. All those enemies of yours, Dave, all the people you went after, all the sick things you did to their families, they gave you a chance, including myself.
So you're in a fight with you.
Forgive me.
I don't understand how one has to do with the other. I mean, did the Crusaders decide to stop taking Jerusalem because you had a bunch of heathen Muslims there that were killing the Christians that were visiting the Holy Land? No, they gave them no quarter. Somebody doesn't seem to understand, scripture and theology. But let's continue. And also, God remembers the righteous. I've talked about this for years. I haven't done anything wrong. It's a simple fact. Let's continue.
You're in a fight with these people.
But you can't move on. They can't move on, man.
Are you
They
guys like? Are
sick
you guys
people.
like?
What I'm trying to
I haven't talked about anything for the last 3 weeks. And the last time I did talk, it was again about fucking Bullfrog and I think a little bit of Joe Cronin. Yeah, it had nothing to do with Scott. So, again, projection.
want to say is that these people are demons, bro.
Are you like
They're
messaging?
No, you're a demon. That's the thing. You try to project on other people. You are the demon. You're the one that went into the church, then started speaking demonic tongues and had to be dragged out of there or carried out of there. And again, you wear a Gothic cross and use your religious symbols as bling and fucking fashion accessories. And I'm certainly not that way. I've talked about this in private about my faith, but you know, I don't have to advertise what I wear around my my neck.
I'm not even here.
Are you messaging each other like on DMs, like off, like fighting,
100%, yeah. We're messaging
You're
each other on Grinder.
like fighting with each other on private DMs?
Fighting on Grinder, actually.
Grinder.
No,
Yeah.
just
That's gay. It's really gay. It's a YR level gay.
putting up
Grindr.
YouTube videos of each other.
Oh, you put up
Yeah,
videos
well, I
on
did,
each
and then
other.
I just like, what am I doing? This is
Oh.
pointless.
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't make no AI videos. I didn't post them, but there's other people that did. I didn't.
I mean, listen.
I mean-
What do you know? You'll go in circles till the end of time with people.
Again, I always find it hilarious that people will attribute me to the actions of others, and I never encouraged anybody to do anything. But people will do things on their own, and if the end product is funny, I'm going to laugh at it. But I never told them to do that. And I'm certainly not going to admonish them or, deny them the opportunity to do so. I'm not a dictator like Scott, who thinks he can be like, oh, well, if anyone associates with Danny or Ryan or Bullseye, then I'm going after Ken. It's like, I'm not that type of person. I don't hold people hostage for the actions of other people. I mean, it's like holding Joe Cronin hostage for the actions of Scott. Granted, Joe is sort of encouraging that behavior, but again, in the end, it sort of falls on the person that's committing that behavior. So,
that want to
Of
destroy.
course. That's why I'm not repeating the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're talking about, in my opinion, some of the worst fucking evil fucks.
Evil fucks, like Ken, who was falling asleep while trying to do shows for Joe. Like JB, who would get right after work, long shift, he would just jump on the fucking stream and he'd be up to 5, 6 in the morning doing fucking corrupted podcasts. Or me, for example, who would work behind the scenes and make videos for other projects that Joe had in mind to try to boost his thing. And there was more than that. There was a lot of people that try to help him out. So, again, very disingenuous. This argument's very disingenuous coming from Joe.
Like, you know what I mean? That I've ever been experienced.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my opinion right now. My name's Bullfrog. Nobody can forget what I'm saying right now, because I gotta be involved somehow. So, remember, I'm selling the cow.
I know who's evil and who's not. I think we all do.
No,
We've all done evil, shitty things, but I mean, there's people that just take the cake on it, man. Next level shit, straight from the upside down and Stranger Things.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will pause the show right now because we have the one who has the golden key to my my Discord. Again, something that was shit on by other people, but again, this is the king of New York, the one and only Fat Mouth Cat.
So, Dave, a couple of things real quick.
Hit it up.
Right. It seems like we're going backwards in this community.
Yep.
We're almost in 2026, and we're once again going back to where Joe Cronin, who knows everything that's going on, okay, is utilizing Scott McKinnon again. Mm-hmm. And Scott is
he's a puppet.
A participant.
He's a puppet.
Yeah, he's a participant in the whole thing, and he knows it. He knows Joe will use him, and Joe knows Scott will use him. So, of course, and you know what? You know why we're the evil people, Dave?
Why?
You know why? And you mentioned because, I stayed up late fucking working on this guy's show and fucking working like multiple fucking weekend nights for this guy, not asking for a cent for fucking a couple of years. And JB and yourself, and you mentioned all that. And is that why we're demons? No, the reason we're demons is because we call Joe out on his bullshit. In order to be cool with Joe and friends with Joe and utilize Joe like Scott does and YR and Bullfrog and all these other people do that have said the same exact things we have said in the past, right? In order to do that, you got to be 150% complicit to every fucking thing Joe does. You got to be willing to defend him when he's lying. You got to be willing to fucking say he's telling the truth when he's lying. You got to be able to fucking bow down and bend over backwards for the guy 150%. If you want to be friends to not be called a demon or some of the worst people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I love how he throws in, you mean those guys with the failing YouTube channels? Because that's the only thing that matters to Joe Cronin in life is, do you have a good YouTube channel? Do you make money? But in reality, I would much rather have a failing fucking YouTube channel than a failing fucking family, or failing to pay my bills, or failing to be a real man that put a dick into a woman and had multiple children.
Absolutely, dude. Like, again, we do this for fun. We're not invested in it. And when we can go on and somehow we get miraculously donations, that's awesome. But we don't base our life on it.
Dude, Joe takes this shit way too serious, right? Like sitting there and saying shit like that, telling a fucking psycho like Scott to come after all of us again and to put it in, I'm just joking around, back to Joe, I'm just joking around, to do that and manipulate this guy once again, to use it for your fucking to your advantage because that's when Joe interacts with Scott. It's only when he can utilize him and they can utilize each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not even a relationship or a friendship. It's just, oh, you want to use me and I can use you and we both can get something out of it? Okay. You know what I mean? And it's fucking sickening that we're going into 2026 and this is where we're at.
Yeah, and people still keep playing this game with Scott, knowing exactly how he's going to fucking react. Just like, why don't you just, again, be a man and be like, I don't want to associate with you. Leave me alone.
Like, are you kidding me?
They're scared. They're scared.
It's pathetic shit, bro. These people are pathetic fucking human beings. To them, the only thing that matters is status, money, and materialistic bullshit.
Yeah.
And fuck YouTube channels and.
But they think they can claim like, oh, I've got a life and this shit. It's just like, but you have no idea about the fulfilling nature of my life and all the stuff that goes on with what I do. So you can claim certain things, but it's just like, I don't have to be on YouTube all the time. So when I do go on and it triggers you, that just proves my point because most of the time the computer's off and I'm fucking living my life.
Yeah, and you know what? Thank God they don't know a lot about it because you know why? They're pieces of shit and jealous anyway because they know that we have the freedom to fucking turn it off whenever we want.
And they're sly in the sense that like, oh well, prove me wrong. Like show yourself in the kitchen, show yourself in this, and it's like I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste my time filming myself. I'm not a narcissist.
Once again, Joe's involved with somebody going around and telling people who they can and they can't be fucking friends with again.
Yep.
Once again, he's interacting with a dude who goes around and tells people, if you're friends with these people, then this person gets it.
Yep.
A guy who's not even fucking involved, right? But he'll say, oh, go start up in New York too, right? Y'all go start up in New York, right? Yeah, come to New York. Come to New York. Any one of you faggot fucks, especially that fucking low-life pinata eating spick fucking goes from the spick and fucking loser that the guy is. You fucking sit there, brag about my properties and all my shit and my properties and lick Joe's asshole live on air like a fucking little faggot. Like, you people are faggots, all it is. You go on there and bow down to somebody and you lick this guy's asshole. God forbid you fucking bring up one fucking negative thing about your so-called friend. You'd be fucking blackbarred and you already what? You already had fucking shit taken away from you in the chat. You had fucking status taken away from you. When you lift a finger, you get it smacked down with a ruler. And that's what you get. And unless you bow down 100% and you give money and you bow down,
that is true.
Fuck you, you're a demon.
That is
you're
true.
a demon. So you know what? Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck all these faggots. These dudes are fucking straight fags.
I agree.
You know what? You guys can all go suck your fucking each other's cocks, you fucking weird pinata fucking slanging faggots that they are. Fucking, I mean, really, dude. Like, these guys are fucking like little children, bro. They sit there like, this is different with people in the community.
Yeah, and then again, like children, absolutely like children, because then like, oh well, this person's obsessed and they've got no life. It's like, but we don't go on air every single day, and when we're doing our own thing, we're living our own lives. We don't have to fucking produce receipts and show like, oh, I went here today and I did this and I did. It's like, no, I'm fucking living my life, dude. I don't know. Anybody should.
You know, I play different games. You know, I don't go for jugulars, and I don't fucking go in with the fucking family thing. I don't go and fuck with that shit. People play fire with fire, and that's fine. You play fire with fire. I've done it, but I don't do it. That's not my thing. I don't go and fucking try to get people's family members or jobs or this or that. But like, you want to play games, you want to stick your fucking little pit bulls on me. You want to like fucking people who are already threatening me on what other people are doing. Oh, so if this person does this to this person, Ken gets it. But that's okay. So go and tell this pit bull that you got over there, oh, you know what? Go off the chain and fucking do whatever you like, because you might have to go after families, bro. Go after families. And I already had my family threatened in the last week or two. Like, what are we talking about here? Who's the demons? Who really are the demons? The guy who fucking just utilizes Scott where every so often and can give two fucks about what he does or what he's doing and plays the nice guy online with him, calls him out for 30 seconds. When he, in reality, could have sat there and really called him out and said, dude, I never hear from you ever. You hit me up just when you get into a brawl with these guys, and now all of a sudden you want to utilize me and my platform on a Saturday
Well, he did
night.
sort of say that, though.
Yeah, he did, but he fucking deviated from it in 2 seconds.
He did it in a very diplomatic way, yes.
He has no backbone to stand
No
by.
backbone.
That's what's wrong.
Absolutely.
Joe. Fucking deboned. His wife deboned him.
But he does it in a passive aggressive way. He addresses that to Scott, but he does so in such a way where he doesn't appear as a threat, and then Scott never really addresses that sort of point that was made to him.
He's a scared cunt because he knows if he goes against Scott and he really calls him out, then it's fucking lights out for him, and he'll be getting the same thing I'm getting threatened with, and everybody else is that has to deal with Scott. And I haven't said a fucking word about Scott. I was nice the other night and said, leave me alone, bro. I don't want nothing to do with you. The worst you're going to get from me is just name calling and fucking with you. That's the worst you're going to get. But yet, you're on there threatening my family. I'm going to show pictures of your family. I'm going to show this and I'm going to do that. And it's like, dude, get over yourself. Why are you threatening somebody who don't even bother with you? I don't bother with him. You know what I mean? Like, none of us do. The only time he gets fucking brought up is when he brings himself up.
Hey, Ken, if anybody likes chocolate cake, then Ken gets it. I'm going to shoot him in the head. If anybody likes chocolate cake here, dude. It's like, but
pathetic, bro.
No, don't do that.
Pathetic ass, bro. But listen, I didn't want to cramp your style. Go do the rest of your shit.
No, I appreciate you calling in and interjecting.
Thrown into the faces of all of us, like, yeah, those guys with the failing YouTube channels. And I'm like, you know what? So be it, bro. So be it. I might have 30, 40 people watching. So be it. I have a failing YouTube channel. That's fine, bro. That's okay. You know what? Because I know that's the end-all, be-all for you fucking people.
For them, yeah, exactly. That's their definition of success. Meanwhile, you have kids, you have a fucking loving family, and you can, again, do whatever it is you want, and they can't stop you.
Yeah. I don't brag about that shit. I'm a very lucky person, and I count my fucking blessings.
But that's something that they don't have, but they'll call you out like, you'll never have a life. It's like, no, I've got better than a life, dude. Like, you don't seem to understand that shit.
Yeah,
and you don't have to advertise it. You don't have to advertise, oh, I'm married, I've got kids, I've got this, I got that, look at my studio. You don't advertise that shit. So they're like saying, well, like, you got no life. It's like, but you're not paying attention then, clearly.
Dude, honestly, the more and more Joe shows his true colors, he just keeps diverting back to his, like, scumbag self. Whenever you think maybe he has moved on or he has grown up, he diverts back to scumbag fucking Joe Cronin again and again and again. Utilizes the same bullshit he's done for years on end. And why? Because people call him out for the truth. We're demons because we call out the truth on him, and we're not afraid to fucking say something because we don't have to bow down or give him money or need his little bit of fame that he does have to dangle it in front of our eyes like he does with all these fucking faggots that give him money and hit pinatas around like faggots and brag about their properties. Like, come on, bro. Like, get a grip, dude. You guys are all fucking wrestling fags that suck each other off. And you're a bunch of faggots on the internet that have one leader faggot who's a fucking gay homo who talks about politics like a fucking retard half the time and thinks he's like this Mr. End-all be-all of entertainment when really in reality he's no better than anyone else. All right?
He's lesser.
And you want, and if you want to say that Joe Cronin is true and he don't lie, well then he's sitting there telling you that he has a failing channel. Because if he's sitting there telling you he's a fucking $150,000 in debt by doing a YouTube show, who has a failing channel? I don't lose money by doing my shit. Okay? And I do it for fun. I don't do it for monetary shit.
Nope.
He does it for monetary shit, and he loses money at it. So who is the fucking loser faggot with a loser channel? All right? Like, either way, you lose yourself because you back yourself up into a wall that you can't get around anymore because your words fuck you. Because when you're sitting there and manipulating and lying and fucking taking advantage of shit, all of a sudden you're in a corner. And that's where you are. At all times, Joe, you back yourself into a corner. You have no way out. You're a scumbag either way. Either way you go. So, and you put yourself there. So have fun with it and tell people to go fucking after people and make threats. And it's all on air. It's all fucking down. And if that dude ever had balls to come and see somebody, which never would happen, or try to go after somebody's jobs, which he has so many fucking times in the past with so many people, right? Well, it's all there on fucking air.
It's us who's the problem, right? It's not him who's like, I can't win against something as simple as words on the internet, so I've got to now attack people's jobs and encourage other people to do my dirty work so I can get them fired because how dare they say something? There has to be repercussions of them exposing me for the scumbag that I am. That's exactly what's going on.
and I don't like it. So you know what? Maybe you should go after their families because they call out the truths about me.
I'm not
They're
the one
scumbags.
controlling people using AI, but like again, if he wants to blame that on me, it's just like, dude, you're a fucking retard. I'm not responsible for that, and you'll be held accountable for all the actions that you try to undertake. You're the same country as I am. I know the law much better than Scott does.
Dave, Joe is a fucking child, bro. The dude reverts back to fucking childhood every time, bro. It's sickening. Like, grow the fuck up. At least, like, grow up a little bit, for Christ's sake. But anyway, all right, Dave, I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
Later.
There goes the one and only Foulmouth Ken. And we've got to get back to the points here. Was it 2 hours 44? 2 hours. We passed that one. What's the next one? 3 hours 36. But let's continue listening for a bit.
Well, Scott, see, that's why I try to tell everybody, like, why does everybody gotta make things personal when it's just a fucking YouTube show?
The only reason, bro, I got personal too.
Oh, I'm innocent, man. I've never tried to dox anybody or encourage other violence or anything against it. I'm innocent, man.
Did it, but I did it in retaliation, man. And you know what?
No, you started the shit. You started the shit.
Other people will say that they do the same thing. Dave Rose will fucking tell you, I was the white knight for everybody, man. Like, and it's untrue.
Oh, so that goes to prove that, again, the wording, the comment that was left on my recent video using the terms white knight was another fake account that claimed it wasn't Scott, but it was Scott. So thank you for revealing who you are there, Scott.
True, like it's been proven time and time again. It's way
Scanty McFuckface.
on the fucking Weed Cottage
Bro, it's
channel.
like-
Dave Rose threatening people in Joe's chat from day one before I even existed. He was threatening Joe's donators, doxing them.
That's hilarious, and that's also false. But fun though, I do love the legend that is built around Dave Rose. There's a myth around the man. Indeed. Let's continue.
Bro, he brought doxing to the community. And
That's hilarious. Again, this is something he's pushed for a while. It was Scott that fucking started pushing this, but he even know what the definition of doxing was. But he tried to claim that it was me that introduced it to the community. Hilarious.
everybody and their dog knows it. I didn't even know what the shit was until I met Dave Rose.
Well,
He started everything. And
That's a lie, though, because he kept explaining that, he knew about computers and knew about how to track people and stuff. And his father, part of Border Patrol, always lies. Pathological, as he claimed other people were, but that was projection, as always.
he will try to manipulate anybody he can in this day and age, and he still does it.
If that was the case, then why would I not take my videos down? Why would I leave them up? Because I'm not trying to manipulate anyone. I want the record to be shown. People can judge me regardless of what they think of me. It's a simple fact. So I'm not trying to manipulate or control anyone's opinions. In fact, I'm encouraging people to make up their own mind. And if they hate me, oh, boo-hoo, people hate me. Oh, my God, I've never experienced that before in real life. But life goes on. Something that normal people would accept, but psychopaths like Scott would be like, oh, well, that person hates me. I can't live without fucking changing their opinion or just exposing them as a sort of psychopath because they don't like me and my psychopathic ways. No, normal people don't give a shit about what other people think. But let's continue.
He's still going, and he's still trying to manipulate, and there's still people who follow for it.
He's still going. I've never stopped being on the internet. Nobody can stop me. That's a simple fact. I already explained that. But after 3 weeks of not even talking anything, and the first thing I do is talk about this shit, which is prevalent. But prior to that, I wasn't even talking about Scott. Still going? No, you were waiting for that one opportune time where Dave Rose finally says, fuck it. There's so much going on right now with Scott and him being a fucking retard. I'll talk about it. Oh, you're obsessed. The record doesn't show that. But okay, let's continue.
He didn't start it all, and he did.
No, it was all Dave. No, I was the one that stood up to you, Scott, and exposed you as the emperor without clothes, embarrassed and humiliated you, and there was nothing you could do about it, and you had to shrink away. And Onyx, counseling, and you got exposed, and Danny laughed at you, and you flipped your Jeep with the stars in the top of the cars and all that sort of shit. You had the stars in your hair. Yeah, that's a gay 90s sort of thing for white wiggers. But yeah, you did that shit. That was you. I didn't force you to do that shit. But.
Let me ask you this.
See, I worked with Dave for 7 years, and
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. When did this guy pop up? 2018, 2019 at least? Oh my God, this guy. This fucking retard. Hilarious. You gotta laugh at it. But I have seen his papers. It literally was the thickness of a phone book. And after seeing what I saw, the guy should be in an institution. He should not be amongst the public. And you guys should be mad because your taxpayer money is paying for him to be amongst the public. Let's continue.
I know how he operates.
You didn't work with anybody.
I know how he operates. Adorable and yet horrifying that a retard of this nature would say such a thing. But
Steve comes to trouble, bro.
All right. Well, listen. I don't want to talk about.
I don't want to talk about that guy. He doesn't exist no more. He died long ago. But yeah, you guys keep talking about him. No, that's Joe though. He's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this stuff. But yeah, please continue. He used my line. He said, please continue.
Bullfrog. Bullfrog. I don't want to talk about people that died 3 years ago.
3 years? That's all? I thought I would have died long ago. So I died in 2022. But last time I was on air with Joe was 2018. So I lived a little longer after that, and then I succumbed to the vid, I guess, in 2022. Took too many boosters and shit and collapsed dead. Sudden death. But yeah, I'm a ghost or a zombie right now. But let's continue.
So let's move.
Well, I'm just saying, bro.
Let's
Why
get
can't I
back.
make my case also?
No, because I don't care about this.
Dude, I know you don't.
You do care because you're mentioning it and you're featuring the people who want to talk about it. Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam.
And I think you should care. And I think
I don't.
I think you should care.
I don't give a fuck.
You do give a
about
fuck.
even fucks. I don't give a fuck.
Multiple fucks
about
you
terrible
give.
liars.
Well, dude,
You do multiple fucks.
when
If
they
you
start
wanna-
attacking you personally,
I don't give a
let
fuck.
me know how that turns out.
It's already happened years ago. I'm already over it. Happened years ago.
You're
The
not
evil-
though. You're not. You can say the words, but you can't dance the dance.
I don't talk evil, lying fucking scumbags who lie about people.
Joe's
Great.
Evil lying scumbags who lie about people. Yeah, you're repeating yourself, Joe. Yes, but also you're lying.
The more,
Make-
again, this is my
I don't
fault.
give a fuck,
It's my
Bullfrog.
fault, really. But the more you feed them, I mean, the more they grow. It is what it is.
Yeah,
And,
I mean,
it's
bro,
my fault tonight.
It's okay.
But
Listen, Bullfrog, I love you. I'm sorry I cut you
Yeah.
off. I just don't care about people from 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Like, I don't care about it.
it's fine, dude. I'm just trying.
Let me ask you
Yeah.
this. Let me ask you this. Let's move on because
Yeah,
you're gonna go
yeah.
in a loop in a circle about the same thing forever, like these other grown, like other grown men.
Yeah, ask me.
Grown
Ask me,
men.
Daddy.
You watched Worlds.
Turns me off.
Everybody's here because monetize this. People are here, but also people are here because they just got finished watching World's End. Did you? What did you take away from this?
Because so now 3 hours and 36 minutes. We're gonna try to speed things up. I do have dinner to make. Yes, I don't eat faggoty food like Scott, low T level, who eats fake meat and shit like that. Tonight I shall eat a steak. Yes, and what goes better than mashed potatoes with skate? It was steak, and with a skate. Have a skate with some steak and mashed potatoes. But yeah, I think that shall be my meal tonight. Certainly non-faggoty type meal, unlike Scunty. But let's continue.
Fucking show tonight.
In fact, Wesley, I'm getting quite bored. Set playback speed to 1.25 times speed. Engage.
Was it worth a shit, or was it terrible? Like, was it good? Like, was it?
It was actually pretty good. It got me pumped. It got me horny, rock hard, and
What the fuck?
and then MGF match. He wanted to be like a fucking horny when he won. So it was a legit pay-per-view.
Oh, I didn't move it. 3 hours, 36 minutes. What the fuck you doing, Dev? 3 hours, 36 minutes. There we go.
Well, it's hard to tell these days. But Scott, let me ask you.
Shout out to the 31 people viewing right now. Indubitably, yes, indeed. And where's my fucking sound effect? There we go. Close enough. Let's continue.
Joe wants to fly us out to Boston, and then he wants you to he wants you to like sit on my belly or me sit on your belly and ride a sled together. Would you be down?
And
Did you get all that?
he also wants to play with your dickie. He wants to play with your dickie as well.
Yeah, and I'll play with your drill.
What is with this excessive homosexualness of Joe's show? Goes from the coast. Can you explain that? Are you down with the tummy sticks club? Is that what gets you frisky there? You know, little bum action. Is that what you like with Joe stuff? All this overt homosexual statements and stuff. It's kind of gay. I mean, might as well say you enjoy going to a bathhouse, you know, listening to Freddie Mercury. But yeah, kind of gay there. Goes from the coast. Let's continue.
It's the flicky.
No, you don't have to go with that gay shit, right? That's going to be reviewed for 15 and a half hours.
You see, there you go again.
No, I don't plan to go that long, actually. But, well, I'm glad for you to call it out. You're being called out there, homo.
There you go. See, nobody cares. I don't give a fuck what is reviewed by 5 people.
You do, though. You do because you tune in. Okay? I've seen it.
About that, bro. Like be
Why do you
yourself.
worry about that? Why do you worry about that? Like
25 and a half hours.
Yo,
of
like
gay reviews.
Scott, like 5 people talk about like something you said. Like, I mean, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, bro, we're having.
It's a 30 hours, Joe.
It ain't gonna bring their dead faggot father back or anybody else in their family.
Oh, well, my dad wasn't gay because he had me. So there's that. Also, to be quite honest, Joe, at least I was able to live with my father to the end point of his life. You know, and again, average death is usually 80, but he died prior to that. But again, 74. You know, he lived a long life, unlike your father, who died in front of you at age 8. And because you had no strong father figure throughout your life, you had this, apparently he sounded like a based guy, hated rap music, fucking called you a faggot, you know, made your feelings feel bad. Other than that, you had no strong father figure, so you turned out to be the faggot that you are. Okay, so again, that's a problem with people that don't grow up with, and again, you were adopted, okay, so you were already privileged as you were. And I've never met a person who was adopted that wasn't a fucking entitled little bitch. So you got everything that you wanted. You got all the great toys fucking while your dad lived and was an engineer and shit. So you got all the great toys and stuff, but then, you know, that didn't work out, and he died in front of you when you were 8 years old. And your mother moved in with a supposed scumbag. Now thinking back on it, I think he was based as fuck, calling you a faggot and fucking, you know, demoralizing you. So, you know, at least I had an extensive period called life where I was able to be with my father close to the end. And meanwhile, you hardly even knew yours. So if you want to talk shit, we can talk shit. We can certainly talk shit.
Back. It ain't gonna bring their fucking family back when I kill everybody. It ain't gonna bring nothing back when their families, when their livelihoods.
Yeah, but that's just how it works. That's just life. People die. You move on. You don't get obsessed and cry about, oh, I didn't have a father after 8 years old. I'm such a fucking faggot. I can't be a man. My woman is the one that wears the pants, sort of thing. And it's just like, no, people don't do that shit.
When they're in their life, it ain't gonna bring them happiness. Whoever they are,
Joe,
whatever country they're
do you
in.
still have any? Do you drink at all, Joe, anymore or no?
I take fucking crack, bro. I'm on crack right now.
So hang on, so Scott, so you don't want to be selling your stuff again,
Bro.
be right down the sled.
What? See what
I
it's
want
like
to
when
go Joe's family in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I've got family
my
up there in
God.
Nova Scotia. Bullfrog, although these are beautiful kind of photos, that I took from my porch, there's also this is also very bad because this means there's some water damming going on in the top of my roof area. But that being said,
Let's
I
move
did
on.
catch some pretty cool icicle
3 hours,
shots
46.
here,
Why are they talking about icicles? How old are you fucking kids? Let's continue.
and stuff. It's piss.
Isn't
So
that the easiest platform to get a following on, too?
probably at this point, probably TikTok, yeah. But it's amazing what Facebook pays. Like it's crazy how good Facebook is. I now
That's
have.
because it's ran by a Jew.
I mean, well, aren't they all? I mean,
Well, Metaverse, let me tell you something. Metaverse
I
is
think
all ran by
at desperate.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Zuckerberg. Yeah.
And you know what meta means in Hebrew?
Was that?
Death. So he
Jesus.
called everything to death first.
Well, that sounds about right. He's probably cooking somebody. I mean, I went to school with his wife. remember?
I don't even know the details, and I'm not going to look it up. But yeah, sure, Psycho Man, I will take your word for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Although I would say
You went
that
with, you went with Zuckerberg's wife in school. Did you bang her?
no, but I wish I talked to her more now because she was nice.
I don't know how he does this. It's probably limited mental capacity, but just being on a show with fucking Bullfrog, it's just fucking wow.
In school, she was smart. I didn't talk to her much because she was in all the smart classes. But I had a thing for Asian girls.
In
I
the
really
smart
had-
classes. So no, just tell me you were in special ed without telling me you were in special ed.
I would constantly have crushes on Asian girls. What was that? Wires here?
Hey, Scott, what do you think about Keith dying this year, brother? Your boy Keith, man.
He's your boy. All right? You're the one with all his money. So.
Joe, can you tell him that's a conspiracy, that's not real? Joe,
Well, no, I think he's actually told me a lot, YR, and we have to have a talk. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No, I think
About the Derek money.
no.
and,
He
overseas
actually
accounts.
he actually told me it was some kind of conspiracy, but like again, nobody says this, so I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah,
but-
why don't you listen to the truth? I was here.
Scott, stop bringing in the drama over here, but that's not that kind of place,
I was here.
man.
This
trying
is-
to throw you a bone.
This is what I've been trying to tell him is that we don't really whatever he's talking
I
about.
was throwing him a bone.
Hang on. So where you said you're at a Creed concert? So is Creed really playing at where you're at, YR?
Why are you drove to Oklahoma to see Creed?
Yeah, it's like an hour away, but there's a casino here too, so I'm trying to win Joe Cronin some money tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Casino.
yeah.
My first time at a casino.
Oh, I have bad luck
Only
in
won
real
like
life.
$100. Well, $5 though.
Me and Leo,
I sent you a video and a picture, but there's more. I ported the whole damn thing, 5th row, bro.
nice brother.
Well,
Lord
Nigger
was
the
in
Heel
there.
is
The
going
Lord
after
was there.
you in Oklahoma.
Did
All right,
did
Nigger the Heel
did
is
Scott
going after
Stapp's
you.
giant poke you in the eye?
Scott.
Oh, I think Wire's getting
I'll be in and out,
arrested.
Joe. I don't want to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Ken back. What's up?
Dave, real
Yeah.
quick. Isn't it kind of funny? Isn't it kind of funny that YR jumps on with Scott and all these guys, and it's almost like YR kind of made that all happen.
Yeah, that actually I wouldn't doubt that. In fact, he's been known to try to create these sort of connections
And
again.
you know what's funny? Joe goes and basically says to Scott, you know what, Scott, you should go off the chain and go, maybe that's what you got to do. Go after all these people's families and do all that shit. Well, you
Yep.
know something?
Yep.
You know something? We got a couple of heavy hitters ourselves over here. You know that? We got a couple of heavy hitters ourselves. And what if we were to turn around and say to somebody like Ryan,
Go
hey,
after-
Ryan, you know what, bro? Go off, brother. Go off. Because that's a guy that a lot of us have kept back a little bit and tried to keep at bay.
Yep.
And I don't think you've even seen the surface of what Ryan
they
really
haven't.
could do.
Yeah.
If you want to fucking really get down to brass tacks at this point. So if you really want to start calling people off the chain and start making threats about nothing, because I haven't fought with anybody, Dave, you know it.
Yeah.
I'm not in a fight with Scott or with Joe or brawling with these guys to the point where we got to worry about families and jobs and like that is nothing in the realm of my life at this point. But all of a sudden, listening to this right now and the picture that's being painted on Joe's platform at this point, it's a whole different realm now. Now we're talking a whole different realm now. You know what I mean? Now we're talking, yeah, go after people's families. Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe because they're demons, they're low lives. That's the projection being put out now again. That's where we're at. Just like when you call fucking Donald Trump Hitler for a year and people take pop shots at him with bullets and hit him in the ear and almost kill him, that's because you demonize the guy. And of course, going to be people that want to take him out because they believe the hype. Just like if Joe turns around and says what he says, of course there'll be people that believe the hype. Goes from the coast. You know what I mean? And all these people that fucking believe the bullshit that comes out of this guy's fucking asshole that is the same exact thing as his mouth because he talks out of his asshole, Joe Cronin.
And it's the same pattern over and over again. Like if you can't recognize a pattern that Joe has done this in the past, it's like you're not paying attention.
Yeah, like you really want to go there and start calling people off the chain, bro, especially people with a history like Scott's? Really? Really? That's where we're going? And I sat here and thought about it, listening to you, and thought to myself, well, you know what? You know what? Maybe people like Ryan should be doing what they're doing, and even more, and harder, and to more people. Maybe that should be brought into the picture.
Well, it's
now.
the same view that people have on us. Why is it not fair to say the same thing about them?
Exactly. And you know what? Out of all of us, right, whether you want to believe Joe or not, right, if you want to really believe Joe, then he's a failing motherfucker. So for anybody to sit there and be like, these people with failing YouTube channels, like, which one is it, Joe? Are you a successful YouTuber or are you in debt?
That's a good point.
Which one is it?
Yep.
Which one is it?
Are you about to quit YouTube or are you fucking riding high on your fucking popularity? Which one is it?
Yeah, it's just to what the fucking, what that conversation calls for it to be, because he's made of shit. Bullshit.
And anyone who defends him, you know, it's like defending Scott. It's just like it's indefensible. You can't fucking address that shit. The onus is entirely on Joe. It's entirely on Scott. And the record speaks for itself.
According to what Joe puts out there, he's failing at life.
Yeah.
So
I can't pay my bills. I'm unemployed. I need another job. Blah, blah. It's just like, but then you point to your finger to other people like you failed. It's like, maybe you should look in a mirror because like it looks like you failed.
Look at those failed YouTube channels over there with those guys. Like, dude, what are we talking about?
And more importantly, that was never our intention. Like, we didn't plan to live on the internet. You know, we didn't bank everything on being a fucking broadcaster. We had lives already, and we were fucking working. So, you can't point your finger to us and say we failed when we're fucking living it, and you are begging for people to donate to you.
When I turn 55, God willing, I can retire with a full pension, right? And be making more money than I make while I was working, right? And I can probably get like a nice little secondhand job somewhere or even make a job for myself on the internet at that point. But what does the future hold for Joe Cronin?
No job security, that's for damn sure. He's going to be working at Walmart as a greeter at 80.
So you know what? So for him to sit there and call people demons and tell people to go fucking try to ruin other people's lives.
How much money you want to bet, Ken, that he'll never end up putting money up for his kids to attend college? Meanwhile, you did that for both of your kids. Like, you're like, oh, fuck it, debt. Fine. Here you go, kids. You're going to fucking college.
I should go to Ryan. Maybe we should go to Ryan now and be like, yo, Ryan, please, dude, make an example out of YR. Go after him first. You know what? Break that motherfucker off a little something now. Like, is this the game we should be playing?
Yeah.
YR? Where your master Joe sat there and told the pit bull you brought in just recently, bringing back into the picture your pit bull from Nova Scotia, you brought back into the fucking picture now. So should we go to Ryan and tell Ryan to start off with you and Ryan, hey Ryan, you think you could use your expertise and maybe direct that right towards fucking YR and go after him first and demolish his fucking job and life and his family's photos?
Ryan,
and all that, right?
Ryan, without any fucking interaction with me, tracked this guy down. He tracked Wire down.
do
He's
that,
like,
though,
yo, I
Dave.
know exactly where you live. And Wire's like, oh, Dave Rose. I'm like, I didn't do shit.
Dave,
Fucking Ryan did
my
this on
point
his
is-
own.
My point is, we could have very easily went and did that a million fucking times and never did.
True.
We never did. And Ryan, with all the fighting that he did with some of these idiots over there, he never went the full route either. And it's like, now you want to sit there and tell this fucking cocksucker to come after us and our lives, like in our family, and that's where you want to go with it? Like, you don't think that you could fight fire with fire very easily, motherfucker?
Yep.
Sick of these motherfuckers, bro. Sick of them. They're demented motherfuckers, and if they don't think that they don't have something to lose either, then they're fucking very
Yep.
stupid, foolish men or little boys.
It doesn't
I'll let
take
you go, Dave.
doesn't take too much to.
I'll talk to you, buddy. Sorry.
No, that's all good.
Go ahead.
I
Do your
appreciate
thing.
appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
That's right. Ken does have a wrench in my chat, but he can come in anytime he wants to my Discord. That's the rules. Something that people, again, with fake accounts will say, well, how is it possible that Dave has no wrench, but he can just go into Ken show? Well, because I'm Dave Rose. That's why. Well, let's continue. So we have 20 seconds to this clip, supposedly. Then we got one last clip to play, and we're going to wrap it up because I'm hungry, and I'm going to make myself some food. Good meaty food with some steak, yes, not some vegetarian garbage. But let's continue. Again, high tea. Dave Rose, high tea. Scott McKinnon, low tea. Let's continue.
Dings and bells and whistles going on in the background, the damn slot machine. I'm fixing to play blackjack at $20 a hand.
Oh.
So I'm trying to go big Ronan, and I'm all
Okay.
my winnings half goes to Joe.
Okay, I got you.
I'm just,
Huh?
Scott, can we get up?
yeah, keep being gay.
Nigger the heel.
Okay. that's-
Oh, that was a reference to Ryan, because Ryan is black, so he called him a nigger. And then Ryan also goes by Ryan the Heel, so he's like, oh, nigger the heel. Oh, your comedy, Scott. Oh, so original. Because when you can't attack the message that's being sent, you're going to attack the person. Good to know. Good to know, Scott. Let's continue.
All right, you're out of here. Joe, get him out of here, please.
All right.
Please.
Oh
He's
my
coming
god.
after you in Oklahoma now, Wire. You're done.
Unbelievable. Unreal.
He's coming
Well,
after you in his Nikes.
that's
all
two.
the way to Oklahoma.
That's two.
Oh,
Yo, Joe is Brenna 18 yet? So
Scott,
Scott
I'm
can
gonna have
have
to tell
her
you.
and in marriage month.
You can't be saying the N word. That's two.
Yeah, can't be saying
I'll
that
take
here.
the niece
Scott.
and Yuki
Sue.
can have
Oh, you
Brenna
said it
when
like
she's
7
18
times
roll.
today.
Babysit the kids, man. We can go to a wrestling event. Babysit the kids, and they can give you and Leah some time to hang out. Maybe go back grab a bite.
Funny because Wire is actually making fun of Scott right now, saying about babysit the kids because that's what Scott said. But Joe's kids. And he's making fun of Scott right there on the call.
Eat at Subway or Olive Garden.
man.
But this is
Wow.
what Wire and Keith talk
We have
about over there.
literally
Something like-
devolved.
I'm a non-alcoholic. I just drink Red Bulls, man.
Wasn't Keith Rivera a Jew too? Which would make sense, Wire.
I drink Monster and energy drinks, but bye.
Yeah. Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been Epstein
It's
Island.
great here.
Yeah.
It's great here.
Hey,
It's
I,
great here
I know that
in
I know
hell.
that she said that she's like that she was like 7, but I have a menorah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Keith, go back to hell,
It's,
okay?
it's great here in hell. Yeah.
Fucking Bullfrog doesn't even know what that word means. I'm sure there's some laughs, in between this point and the final sound clip that we're going to be playing, but I got a life. Some people claim I don't, but I do. And again, I got dinner to make and all this other stuff. So let's go to this final point here. 5 hours and 14 minutes. Oh. There we go. Let's hear this final point, laugh at these retards, and we'll wrap up the show.
I'm a little concerned with what he's going to say because I don't understand what the fuck's going on with Scott, but apparently he's back, and apparently he is
Apparently, somehow Palpatine returned, right? Palpatine, he returned.
Scott McKinnon is alive and back, Alien Man, and he's called the show tonight for some weird agenda that I don't understand, but I don't care
You understand totally, and you do care.
anyway. But he did leave a voicemail, and it's...
I heard about
honestly
this.
Sounds crazy.
Watched them for the last couple of years.
I mean, listen to the tone. Now let's play some music behind this, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, here it is. Here we go.
Years. Stalk you, your kids, your family, since I've left a voicemail. It is indeed the cake stalker, man. And I'm here to say I've watched them, Joe. I've watched them for the last couple of years. Stalk you, your kids, your family, criticize your life, your water bills. I've watched it, Joe, in the shadows. Ruthless attacks without you responding. I've watched it all. I've seen it all. I know who's who. I know who's pulling the...
So you're obsessed with what's going on the internet rather than in real life. Doesn't sound like somebody who's got a kid on the way. Let's continue.
Wool over everybody's eyes, Joe. And they're all gonna pay.
This is not a radio drama, okay? Okay.
Joe, don't worry. Dave's father's obituary coming soon to a YouTube near you.
Oh, so it is you. So you claim that it wasn't you. It's like, oh, we've got this coming, blah, blah, and Scott did, but so it is you. So it is you. So you're going to do something with the supposed obituary that it apparently exists? And that's news to me. Yeah. But I look forward to whatever AI-generated fallacy you put up, just the fact that you're thinking about me and how much I live rent-free in your mind, that's awesome. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
How he laughed and laughed, posting all kinds of people's obituaries. It's funny, but nobody went after Dave's dead dad, did they? But Dave's...
Yeah, but he's dead. So what do you expect to do to him? That's what I'm questioning here.
Christian man, and he was thankful to God for that, wasn't he? But he can't help himself. He just continues his obsession campaign on other grown men.
Oh, Scanty. There's a special place reserved in hell for you. And it would be great to see you in hell from heaven. So, there's that, indeed.
Him, Danny Ricks, Ryan DeHeel, and Ballsy.
Oh, yes. Daddy and Ryan and Ballsy. Oh, my. You hurt me with your words. So, I'm going to do a radio narrative and say things that will make me feel better. Thank you, Joe, for featuring it on your show.
Now they're just going to bring Fat Boy from New York down with them.
Fat Boy from New York. Well, last time I checked, Ken's not fat, so I don't know who else he could be referring to. He must be referring to Ken, but Ken's not fat. So, Fat Boy from New York, you gotta maybe call him Slim Man from New York. You could do that. That'd be a better fit, but that's, again, Fat Man from New York, Ken's not fat, so try to keep up there.
The man who exposes Shalom's view to minors as well, yeah. They're all gonna burn too. Christmas is over now, and it's nail boxing day, and they're all gonna burn.
Okay. What the fuck?
Is that a bit?
So apparently Scott lives in like 2019. That's what I got out of that.
Wow. Yeah, I'm like,
I don't know, line? What do I have to say, Joe? I'm fucking retarded. Oh, Joe, surrounding yourself with retards, quite hilarious, yes.
Like, he lost my soul on this phone call.
It's not even funny, Joe. Stop laughing.
Listen, you would think if you listen to that's a voicemail from like 4 years ago.
Oh, so Dave Rose was correct, and he is consistent because nothing has changed with Scott. Okay. So, kudos to me, good people, because yet again, Dave Rose was correct. Let's continue.
Yeah, really, and that's a brand new one too.
That is
Silence,
brand new. Like,
fat
but
man.
That's a
You
brand
fucking gastropod.
new voicemail. You would think 4 years ago voicemail. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
would.
sounds like he's calling from another back in
Dimension.
time machine or something.
Yeah.
Back in time machine. I'm not a fan of abortion, to be quite honest, but as soon as the kid's out of the womb, maybe if you have an idea that it's going to end up being like a bullfrog, maybe then it's appropriate to euthanize? A question for the philosophers and theologians out there, but yeah, something to consider. Let's continue.
Yeah. And I wouldn't, and listen, that's the first time I'm hearing that voicemail. If I had listened to that voicemail before he called, I would have thought that somebody literally AI'd him and sent that as some kind of a joke or a gaslight.
No, but no, he is the living joke. That's what he is, and that's what he'd do. So
I wouldn't have believed that was real. But because he called
Come on.
tonight, unless that was AI. Yeah,
No.
That blows my mind. That
even
we're,
a guy couldn't fucking
frozen in time
hit it that way.
with
Come on.
that. But anyway,
Yeah,
go get him.
yeah, like I said,
Anyhow,
It's
some
like-
or other,
it's
Scooby
it's
Doo.
like what I said, like he called from a time machine or something.
Right?
Oh my God,
Man,
it
that's
hurts.
crazy.
It
I
hurts
can't even
people to
imagine
listen to
talking
this.
about
It
all these
hurts,
people and stuff.
Billy. It hurts to listen to this. Ah, my ears are hurting.
But you know what? Go get him. Go do what you got to do and have fun. And
Yeah, and attack other people's families.
Sure.
Yeah, but if it happens to you, then that's a bad thing, man. Yeah, but go ahead, attack other people's families. There, Scat.
Okay. Have
Bring
fun.
us back some heads while you're at it. Like cut their heads off.
Dude, this is fucking.
Bullfrog. Bring us back some heads.
It's not funny.
Yeah, bring us back to one of their heads.
But you know what? How about this? I could have talked about this earlier, or previously in the past. But again, all this question surrounding his niece and stuff, where he was even telling people on Joe's show, his co-host, like my niece she's a cheerleader, so she wears cheerleader costumes, and she's hot. You should check her out and stuff. So, Bullfrog, I postulate this to you. What would, and it's not difficult to find your brother or contact him after what you did, but people found your brother, and I so happen to have that information. I didn't seek him out, but, he was found. And what would your brother think about you trying to pimp out your fucking niece, which you call hot? I mean, are you not happy in the group home, or do you need to be put in an institution where you'll never get access to the internet again? Know your role and shut your mouth there, Bullfrog. I'm the one that controls the horizontal and the vertical. So you got to be very careful, because the next thing you say on Joe's show might be the last, yes? I control your reality. Doth fatty. So, something to consider. Also, Ghost from the Coast was supposed to mention that. I don't know if he mentioned that on one of Joe's shows, but I did encourage him to address that with Fatty McGee and say, well, what would your brother think if you ever heard of that clip where you try to pimp out your fucking niece? And I would love to hear his response, because literally that's a kill switch when it comes to that fat gastropod fuck. I don't know if anyone wants to fucking jump into the Discord. You can now, but I'm only going to give it a few minutes because I'm hungry. I want to go eat. Certainly no vegetarian, gay, fake ass food. There's gonna be real meat involved, real protein. But I'll give you a couple of minutes if somebody wants to. Well, less than that. You know what? Time's a ticking. If anyone wants to jump into the Discord, you have the opportunity now, and probably T minus 30 seconds. But and then we'll delay it for you. But regardless, if nobody else wants to call in, that's perfectly fine. I know we got Ryan in the chat. He can always speak about things. But then again, the guy has his own life, and he can easily make his own video, and he has in the past, and he's talked about certain things, and they're certainly entertaining. And then again, you can't stop him. You can't stop him from fucking voicing his own opinions. You can try to attack him all you fucking want, but in the end, he does his own thing. And people need to understand that us normal people, not the faggots that side with Scott, will continue to live their lives and do their own things, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop them. So, and I've accomplished quite a lot today on this diner. Need to change the title. It should be episode 148, not 147. But regardless, again, I had fun. I always do love ridiculing my lessers. And again, I am Devious Dave Rose. I'm quite up there on the pedestal. And it's not difficult for me to look down. Not just on my, down off my nose, but just in general to see people who are lesser than me. Fucking Bullfrog. Come on, who isn't? Who isn't better than fucking Bullfrog? You got Scott McKinnon, you got all these fucking individuals who have proven themselves to be inferior, and we're just here to fucking laugh at them. That really is the whole point of this fucking stream, is we're here to just fucking laugh at them. That's it. I'm going to switch off the fucking stream, we go make fucking dinner, have a real life, and have a content dinner. Actually please myself with the food that I make. And life goes on. So, unlike these people who live on the internet, my existence isn't dependent on the views of losers like these individuals. Now, it looks like people got the call, so we're going to drag them in here right now. We got the one and only, it's Bullsy, and Casey is Raw. Oh, and Ghost from the Coast. We'll leave you out of this conversation for the time being there, Ghost. The adults are talking here. So, gentlemen, please proceed.
Casey, you were talking about Matt Cologne.
Yeah, so earlier...
Guys, I'm going to go for a smoke, but I'm going to put you on my phone so I can be part of the conversation. But you will have the run of the mill here when it comes to the call. So while I go enjoy the dirty... you guys get to talk to your heart's content. Please continue.
And enjoy the steak.
So
Go on,
today, during my gameplay today, like a couple minutes in my gameplay,
Thank you for bringing it up. I wanted to show the screenshot, but yeah, it's better that you speak about it. So please proceed.
So, yeah, I was like a couple minutes in my game stream. Matt Cologne, Posley Matt Cologne, came in there and said that I better be careful or my life is going to change. So it was like, I don't think it's a coincidence between what's all this happening with Scott and this threat. So I'm sure whoever...
that way.
I think it's related. I'm like, why would this guy just randomly just came in here?
Again, and you haven't even been hanging around, Joe's channel and stuff. So it's just like this person who claims to be a donator and stuff, but criticizes others who, again, paying attention to what's going on outside of Joe's community. Again, seems to be that he targeted you specifically for some reason.
Yeah, and I was on your stream yesterday just for a little bit, and then I was on Ken's stream, and I wasn't dealing with anything really drama-wise. I was just in there hanging out.
Correct.
I was like, and then I got that today. It was like, the first time he came in, he said something before, like in a different stream. I think you said something about Cronin, but I let it go. But then then I got that today. I was like, I don't think it's a coincidence. I mean, with all this, what's happening with Scott and Threat, I think this got to be related.
Well, again, any association with those that he disagreed with, he will attack. Scott has already proven this and admitted this. So yeah, you associate with people that he doesn't like, he's gonna fucking accuse you as this criminal.
Yeah.
Which still kind of raises the question: why is Matt Cologne going to Casey and threatening him? That's the like, why is he doing that?
And that's if it's the actual guy. If it's not just some a burner name.
Well, Scott is known for using don't get me wrong, troll accounts and odd, bizarre names like Dave 365 or some random mixed together freaking names of different ideas. Basically, that's how Scott is. Basically, I don't see him actually using the name Matt Cologne. I just don't. Unless he's been Matt Cologne this entire time.
Well, that is the suspicion that some people have had, is that they think he actually is Matt Cologne, and that this allowance of him being able to be in the chat and to guard Crone and attack other people that, criticize him seems to be something that he might do. So again, it's in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, that's the only argument. If Scott is Matt Cologne, you would have to say for the sake of argument, Casey, that this guy has been Scott McKinnon this entire time. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, I don't see.
I don't care either way, person. Honestly, it's just like, okay, dude, you want to use another fake account? Okay, cool.
That or someone obviously associates with Scott. Obviously, like I don't see it being a coincidence. I was like, he was the only guy that came in and said anything. I was like, wow, thanks for the threat, and I blocked him.
It's so weird that Joe's people go in and decide to threaten
Casey. Oh, how dare you associate with people? It's just like, fuck you. Who are you to fucking dictate to me? Get the fuck out of here.
That's so retarded. Like, I'm just gonna go threaten this random person because he's hanging out with people that don't like Joe.
The threat was made against you, Bullseye. It was just like, if Bullseye and Danny and Brian are associated with you, then Ken gets it. I'm gonna hold him hostage. It's just like, but what does Ken have to do with this shit? And again, if both speaking about you, then why don't you address Bullseye? Why are you so much of a coward that you're gonna hold everyone else hostage because you can't control shit? It's just hilarious.
The thing is, even then, I respond to what he said to me, and it turns into like I somehow started this whole thing of him going on this rampage.
You were tagged. Yeah, Bullseye wasn't tagged. Blah blah blah. Nice try at fucking controlling the narrative, but hold on. The video itself says retarded, Bullseye, autism, whatever, but it has Bullsey's name in there. You don't need to tag him. The fact is, like, you were addressing that video directly to Bullseye. So stop with this fucking lies of like, oh, I wasn't addressing Bullseye. You were. You didn't have to tag him. You literally put his name in your fucking title, which was visible even before you played the short. It was just like, oh, it says Bullseye right there. I click on the video, it still says Bullseye.
That's what he says. Like, apparently he says litany leaser. This guy really needs to spell check. I mean, I know my spelling's bad, but this guy makes mine.
We live in 2025. How is it so difficult to literally just check your message for spell errors before you fucking post it? It doesn't cost you a goddamn thing, just a few seconds. And in fact, the phone tells you, it's like, it underlines it in red. This word is wrong. This word is wrong. This word. So he just goes ahead and posts this shit with the fucking spelling check errors, and yet he's like, oh, you're retarded. It's like, but dude, all you have to do is fucking click one fucking thing on your phone, and you would have spell checked your fucking statement, and it would have been fucking understandable rather than a lister as opposed to a liar. Like, come on.
You know, Dave, that's the funny thing you bring up because about the phone. There's one video, you're going to laugh at this. There's one video that he just he posted on Shorts before he took his account down, where he was making a video on me, right? So this is what he's doing. He, in the comment section, was typing. I kid you not, if it wasn't for autocorrect, that whole message would have been just gibberish retardation.
Where he types through it and he's fucking telling them, you're wrong. And he has to go back and fucking choose the right words. But like,
But that's the thing, though. The autocorrect, you know,
you're wrong.
That's the thing, though. The autocorrect thing, like, I kid you not, he was misspelling every freaking word. If it wasn't for autocorrect, it would be, yeah, it would have been so bad. Like, if it wasn't for autocorrect in his phone, otherwise you would have like read something that you know, I don't know, like some guy, I don't know how to put it. It looked like some retard or with Down syndrome was typing. That's what it looked like. And this guy claimed he has an English major once upon a time. By the way, just pointing out.
Yeah, he did claim that.
Yeah, he even showed his certificate about that. So a guy who misspelling, can't even write a complete sentence, run-on sentences, but has an English certificate, whatever.
He got that through community college. That's the only way that he got that. So it's like, oh, look at me. It's like, I got basic English 101. It's just like, yeah, you graduate school, you should be able to do that. So it's just like, you're not like Dave Rose, who can actually show that he has, knowledge of the language. No, you got the basic necessary for you to get a piece of paper that says, oh, this guy's not fucking fully retarded. And you're pushing that out on people like, look at me, I'm so smart. You're not smart, dude. You're a fucking retard. I've already proven this.
You're living vicariously through me, mate.
Vicariously. That's something else I've said in private, is that he will switch from saying vicariously. Again, there's requirement for pronunciation. Vicariously is to, again, enjoy the fruits of somebody's labors, but not being them, right? So watching somebody who is more successful or something, or has a different, a benefit in their life, and being like, yo, it'd be great to be that. And, you enjoy what they enjoy too. That's vicariously. But vicariously, which he said multiple times in his video, bi-curious. What does that mean? Well, you're, half gay and you're curious about being gay. So he's used that term multiple times in his video. Like, dude, you don't even realize, Scott, that you're projecting your fucking homosexual tendencies. And your sister told me, she told fucking Tiff, and she told Danny that this guy would steal her clothes and dress up in female clothing. Okay?
Oh my God.
And he later came out and said, well, everyone was doing it back then. It was just a joke, it was supposed to be funny and stuff. But like, we've already heard from his sister, and we already know, like, this guy had, twisted sexual views on his own gender and others. And the guy dressed up as females. And Scott tried to play it off like, well, my sister talked about it, but you're taking it out of context. Like, no, it was just a joke and stuff, and I did it for fun. It's just like, I did it for laughs. It's like, dude, you didn't do it for laughs. You did it for yourself. I mean, it's the internet.
Thing about that whole thing is, though,
selfies for that too.
Going off of that, like, since you brought that up, he did make 2 videos trying to prove me, Ballsy, that I'm gay. He did this in the past.
Yeah, projection. You're gay, not me. I fantasize about cock, but it's Ballsy that's gay. Give it up. Just give it up, dude.
But did you know what the arguments he was saying that apparently made me gay? Like, if you look at my profile picture in the Discord, he thought dressing like this, like literally dressing in just with a collared shirt and with khaki pants, or not khaki pants, but dress pants.
Well, I've never seen you lie on your fucking stomach and again crush your package for 8 hours on end doing a fucking drama stream.
Oh my God.
Like he has. That's pretty gay.
Well, apparently I'm gay because of my collared shirt. I don't know. That was his excuse. I don't know why. And apparently,
Exactly.
he also attributed this
Exactly.
because I'm wearing a collared shirt, and also Dave wears a collared shirt. I kid you not, this was his literal logic. Because Dave Rose wears a collared shirt, and I see Bullseye wearing a collared shirt, that must mean Bullseye is gay. Literally his
That's
logic.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
So, like, does this guy, like, has this guy never dressed up in his life? Like, what does he think? Is this like foreign?
No, he's white trash. That's what he is. He's fucking pure white trash. So he doesn't understand how to dress like a human being. He doesn't. And
wears a
again,
fuck
like,
you shirt.
they're like, oh, this person wears a belt and that person wears a belt. They're both gay. Where are you getting that? Like, a belt is a normal thing. Like, a wallet is a normal thing. Like, you're going to look at somebody and be like, oh, they dress better than I do. They must be gay. It's like, no, dude, you just have no class. You don't seem to understand how to dress like a human.
But seemingly enough, I guess he just didn't like the way I was dressed. Or maybe he did, I don't know. Perhaps like he was just...
You're going to use that. It's not the words that you said, Bolsey. It's like, oh, well, I don't like how he's dressed, so therefore I'm going to attack him. Why not reserve that energy to attack somebody on the message that they say rather than the way they dress? Of all things, the way they dress.
Well, Scott's been kind of sort of attacking me for, like,
Oh, wow.
certain
And again,
things
autism. I'm such a forgiving person, but somebody has autism, I'm going to just fucking attack them and stuff. It's like, but I'm fully functional and I can read and I got no problems, living and working and earning a paycheck. Well, you got autism, so clearly I'm better than you. So are you saying that because you don't have autism, supposedly, you're better than other people? Well, I'm not saying that, No, but which one is it, Scott? Which one? So are you the benefactor of the poor, as you claim to see it, as like, oh, anyone that has some mental detriment, I'm their savior and I'm their saint and stuff. But if you disagree with me, though, then fuck you. You've got autism and I hate you and I'm going to make fun of you for a genetic condition and stuff. It's like, well, hold on, that doesn't make sense. You can't just take one side and not the other, because what, you're just going to fucking ignore what Bullfrog does and says, and that guy's got worse than autism. Like, no, it's just people that he doesn't agree with. People that call him out for his bullshit. And again, like, look at the shit that he said about fucking Dr. Earl and stuff, but, like, Dr. Earl hasn't said anything that's factually incorrect. But, again, say whatever you want about Dr. Earl, but you can't say he's wrong.
Yeah. Like, I called this, by the way. I've called this a while back. I said, Joe's bringing on all the retards. You might as well just bring on Scott. And what is he... I called it.
Well, I actually said that on my show. Many people pointed it out to me today. It's just like, Dave, you called it. Like, there it goes, and there it happens. But that's the thing, though. It's just like minds think the same. So therefore, whether it be Bullseye, whether it be other people in my Discord, they're like, oh, it's gonna like Rushan Chu was even say that. It's like, yeah, I called it, but we all called it because we all saw what was gonna happen. So it's just like, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we all saw the exact same thing and we were like, yeah, that's what's going to happen, and it happened exactly the way that we said. So it's not magician's work. Like, literally, it's just noticing patterns and being like, yeah, you know what, Scott's going to be on there tonight, and what happened? Scott was on there tonight. Or last.
Yeah, at the end of the day, and Casey, let me just go say this because I know what you want to say. It just says a lot about Joe, because what Scott even did to Joe at the time says enough. Like, you're willing to bring back a guy who basically rampage, let's just say rampage around the community, threatening everybody.
Including Joe.
Yeah. And Joe's like, oh, I'm going to bring him back and pretend I don't know what's going on, but I actually do.
I don't know what's going on. Bullseye, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, conveniently after Scott McKenna was fighting with people, he brings them on. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway, Casey, what do you want to say?
I was going to say I was going to take off. I'm going to go eat. I just want to bring that point up earlier.
Well, much appreciated.
All right,
Yes,
see you guys.
Casey.
All right, there goes Casey's Rob. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, we'll be wrapping up because I also have to go eat as well. But I do appreciate the added commentary on, because again, you're saying what everyone else has been saying for the longest time, and you're just pointing out to, again, examples that nobody can deny, especially Scott. So he can keep talking about us and saying shit, but it's just like, dude, we're pointing to examples that prove that you're the problem, not us. But
and also still trying to wave the flag of Christianity that he's doing. I listened to some of that. I don't know why he keeps using it. I don't know why, but you're clearly not saved, buddy.
He thinks it makes him an arbiter of morality. He thinks that because he can claim, oh, look at me, I bought a fucking cross at a fucking variety store for $2.99 made in fucking Vietnam, that I can claim myself to be a fucking Christian. And I don't live the Christian life, but I can claim that I'm superior to you because I cloak myself with this. And it's just like, meanwhile, me and you have talked about spirituality and stuff, and we're not out there advertising. And in fact, the Bible does talk about this, about those that go onto street corners and advertise, oh, look at me, I'm praying and stuff. They are the worst. Scott is doing that. And meanwhile, we're not the ones sort of like sharing our faith with other people, but we do talk about it privately. So again, it's Scott who's showing himself living a blasphemous fucking life.
Which is an interesting thing to bring up, because when you say people that, kind of just do the prayers on the streets, yes, don't get me wrong, there are good people that spread the gospel. Yes, that is true.
That's different.
But when it comes
to... No, what I'm talking about is the specific Bible verse that says they do so that they can try to get eyes upon them. So it's basically saying, like, they're not really, preaching the gospel on the street because they believe it. They're preaching it and praying on the corner so that they can get eyes upon them, so that they can be viewed as pious when they're not.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely for imagery, they do that. There's plenty of examples, even in the First Testament of
once
guys.
They take that position, they can say, look at me, I'm better than you, so I can dictate to you and say how bad of a person you are, Bullseye. But meanwhile, you're not doing what we do.
Yeah, basically, like, how easy it would be for me to, like, go on stream and talk about the Gospels? The reason why I don't do it is because, one time, I really don't have much of an interest to talk about my faith in Christ. Not because I'm ashamed of it, but because I think that's just a personal thing, right? It's a personal relationship. Why do I need to advertise that? That's one thing. But two, but even if I were to go and talk about the Gospels, the odd thing is that not a lot of people are gonna like. Not a whole lot of people are gonna listen in. That's just the way it is. YouTube and any other corporate don't really like Christianity. It's just the way it is. They have some satanic backgrounds going on that I can't really talk about here. So I'll just put it this way: ran by Jews.
Indeed.
That's the best thing.
Yes.
Best way I can. But
let's wrap it up here because I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
But any final words you want to address to the haters that are so obsessed with how we exist online and offline, assuming that we don't have lives and we live in basements and mommy's helping us, blah, blah, blah. But, any final words to those that are just so clueless that they will just say anything to try to get traction?
Get a dictionary, guys.
Yes, I agree. Get a fucking dictionary, please. Read a fucking book.
Yeah. Anyway, see you, Dave. Go eat your dinner.
All right. There goes one and only It's Bullseye. Pro wrestling, Greco-Roman wrestling champion. Could take the head off anybody and could suplex them into next week. But there are people that just don't seem to understand or believe that. But okay, fine. Go fight Bullseye. See how that turns out for you. But I had a great time here tonight, yes. I don't know when I'll stream next. I don't have any plans. I'm sure people will say shit about me, but that's just how it works. And in the end, I've got a life. So I'm going to do my own thing. And if I've got the time and willingness to do it, maybe I'll stream and maybe I won't. I don't know. But again, I have job security, unlike Scott. So I'm going to enjoy the next 7 days of paid off time, and just live my life. Really have fun, do my own thing, and stream whenever the fuck I want to because nobody can stop me. So on that note, I am the beloved Emperor of the People, Devious Dave Rose. And on that note, we'll see you next time.